Howdy everybody, we are back. It is Tuesday and we're back on the Tarkov, of course. Here we are. And there we go. Alright, we just got to get the game to load up here. It is here, but it's a bit slow. First time to capture. There we have it. There we have it. Hello everyone. Spinman. Afternoon, Alex. Here on time. Tushonka Ted. Bill. Hello Beef. Hello, hello, hello. Right, let's do a quick whip through the hideout then, I suppose. Crack it into the small mode. We'll go straight in. We'll go straight in. We're focused. We're focused and we're ready. Focused and we're ready to not find any COFDM radios. That's basically the thing that we've got to do the Lightkeeper stuff. Straight from one loot quest into another. I feel like there's just been such a massive influx of those kind of quests this wipe. I don't know whether it's good or not. I feel like in general it kind of is. But I'm just not very good at these kind of quests myself. So going and finding the items on labs, going to try and get the vertexes. It's just like there's just so many of these types of things that you now have to do. It seems it's nuts. It's nuts. But that's kind of what this wipe in a nutshell. I think. Patch 13. Go and find the items. Stop crafting everything in the hideout. Like we've reverted from total hideout dependency, and we had the band-aids ripped right off, and we're stuck now. We're stuck now, not able to do any of that stuff. So we've got to go and find it ourselves. Boo hoo. It's just it's painful for people like me, right? Like. Players like me, it's just so crazy. More than 40 raids to get the damn radios and lighthouse? Damn. Damn. Yeah, we currently have none so far, so we'll see how it goes. Oh, we're just going to see how it goes. Do you know what is really annoying? So I normally just use these fleeces as the in-between craft, but because you only can buy 4 from Ragman, I end up having to craft some other stuff, like packers or whatever. In between, and they're just like they're more logistically annoying to get hold of. You can't just like buy them and do them. It's fine then. Okay. Hello Rocket, thank you for the quality videos. Even useful for more experienced Tarkov gamers. I tried to put something in for everybody. I tried there to be a bit of something for everyone. Sometimes honestly these days I'm probably still too far away from the new player stuff. I should probably like revisit that in some fashion, just because I don't know. It's just so easy to overlook it, it's so easy to overlook it in many ways. I was actually going to record something before, but I ended up not. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this up here, and I'm going to keep that down there, and move this down here because this is part of a different video. So we'll move that and just leave it for now. Right, let's get rid of the meds. Get rid of the meds. Hey, Mateus. Yes, we're ready to farm some radios. I think. Based on what people have said, Lighthouse seems to be the best place. I don't really like going to the actual bit with all the rogues and stuff. I just feel that is going to be counterproductive for me personally. I get stuck in that area, and like, yeah, we could practice it, but it's kind of its own thing, right? Practicing the rogue camp and the loot in the rogue camp. Half of the battle is actually just not dying to rogues and stuff. I just feel like I just don't really want to do that. So we're going to stick to the PvP bit and stay up by the cottages and stuff, and like, yeah, there's probably a lot of PvP, but that should be quite fun. So we'll see. Items are nice because it keeps me busy, but it's repetitive. Yeah, that's the shame, isn't it? It's like there's not really a good way to, mix it up a bit. I guess like, well, before we may as well just like let's just quickly whiz through on factory as scav. I don't want to do it as scav run on these maps because like the items are gone. I think I'd rather take the PvP and try and get there early and actually loot it while the loot's there rather than trying to hope for the raid because like lots of people have said like, yeah, go to reserve scav, go do lighthouse scav, go do street scav, whatever, and it's like, yeah, that's fine, like, maybe that works, but I don't think it's that time efficient necessarily. I don't know. Hey Sam, thank you, man. Where will you try? We're gonna do lighthouse. Yeah, we're gonna do lighthouse. The farm, the 2 chalets and Merrin. Yeah, that's basically what we're gonna do. Indeed, it's basically Vertex all over again. Super lucky with the transmitter body first raid. Hey, that's nice, huh? In Strat 3 Red Rebel. Excellent. Can imagine trying to check all spawns. 20 spawns, like days in a row. Yeah, that'd be insane. Scavving is tough. That's the thing. And I think like it does work, but if people are kind of like scav mains on a certain map or whatever, I think people forget like the number of raids that you actually have to do to get that working, and they do think like, oh yeah, I did find like people aren't wrong in saying what they say about it, right? But it's like they may think, oh yeah, I remember getting COFDM radio on this scav run, on that scav run, I got a couple, but it's like I'm not going to run 10 runs as a scav and find like 2 or 3, you know what I mean? So I think I'd rather play PMC, honestly. Streets of scavenging is time efficient. but maybe not for the radios. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't think necessarily for the specific item. It's time efficient for loot and making money. That's for sure. Make sure you check everyone's rig. Don't want to miss out on a hidden radio. Oh my god, that was honestly, that was just so weird. I still can't believe that actually happened. It's so bizarre. PMC is more fun anyways. Exactly. And we get to do PvP in those spots, and like, yeah, maybe we'll die 20 times in a row, but we'll see. Get more efficient for common items? Yeah, for sure, for sure. You have check 15. Lots of people were saying that, but like other people were saying like, nah, you won't find them in there, like in the runs that you do. I don't know. It's so hard to know. Like everyone's experience is so anecdotal. Some people found like 3 in 10 raids, and some people didn't find any. It's the nature of the RNG. It's, in some ways, it's almost bad that all of the tech items are bundled together in this way, because it means that you're finding VPXs, Vertexes, you're finding COFDM radios, you're finding, I don't know, whatever else, like the other random tech, like MCBs, yeah, military circuit boards, like those kind of things, and like military cables. You're finding all of that stuff all together, all in the same place. So you just have to hit those spots like again and again and again and again and again and again, which is crazy. So we'll see. Why is this taking so long to match? This isn't unusual for Scav. We should be in already. Main Scav and Lighthouse, good money. Yeah, you'll make tons of money, I think, but I can't seem to find a match. Okay, maybe we just like maybe back out of that and just try and do PMC or something. Let's see. Found 2 CFDMs in check 15, but opened it a total of 14 times. Okay. Like your channel, thanks Nassim. 7 extra when I was searching again for the vertex. Huh. 8 minutes on Lighthouse. I think something's up. I can't find a match. Oh no! Is something happened to the game set? Like literally just. I don't. Is there any update or anything? Not yet. Let me just see. Let me just check the feeds. Hold on Twitch to see if streamers could play. Got the other streets one to do with these with these keys. We got to do Pinewood 215. I'll keep that in there. It doesn't really matter, does it? Game servers aren't working for anyone. Oh, that sucks, man. That sucks. That actually sucks. Okay. Is everyone stuck in the menu? Is literally everybody stuck in the menu? Is it not just me? I was about to do a scav run. Lucky race today. Thanks, Joseph. Looks like servers are kaput. Okay, well, I guess we're just gonna have to farm. We're just gonna have to farm the menu then, I suppose, for a minute. Let's just farm the menu for a minute. So, what are we gonna do? Okay, let's have a look. Oh, that doesn't make sense. Double vodkas for the Ash 12. Sometimes that works. Easy breezy. Thank you for the prime. Welcome to this menu stream. We're just in the menu today. We're not gonna play. I'm kidding. Oh, is that worth it? Yeah, it still is, I think. That's expensive, though. 48k. And then you take 11 for this, so it takes it to 59. You buy this guy, and then you sell it back to Mechanic for 79. So we make 20k. That's all right. That's all right. I don't think we can do... I can't do enough of these. I've only got... I just literally did one in the last cycle, actually, for this. So we'll go and grab... yeah, those CPU fans are worth it. We'll go and get one of these on this cycle. In 40 minutes, we can do the other one. And then what we'll do is we'll go and turn these into an RFB. Oh, no, I do have a second gas analyzer. But I guess the question is, in that menu, it doesn't show you properly whether one's finding raid. Yeah, so I want to keep my finding raid ones because of this network provider thing. I actually don't want to do that yet. You have to be kind of careful. Have to be careful. Network provider requires this. You know what? Maybe I think we're just going to give it to him. I don't need it for anything else. And you can craft them, but I'm going to hand that one in. May as well turn all these in. I mean, normally I hold off, but I've got actually loads of these. I don't know why I keep the phones. I think it's because I have a historic memory of the one in the intelligence center. But yeah, stash stream. Trying to play them in lobby for 7 minutes and restarting. Yeah, indeed. It's because I used to make these. I used to make these secure flash drives because it was a broken G phone and a broken G phone X. But this doesn't make money anymore, and that's purely because the flash drives aren't used for. They're only used for this special Peacekeeper item case. They're not used for the dog tags anymore. So dog tags now has this different barter, which is this one. There used to be it was like 3 of them for dog tag case before, so like it made money hand over fist. But now it's a military flash drive and a VHS. It's like way more expensive. Get these dog tags. Yeah, rip the dog tag case barter. You could do it every reset with and it was fast as well because it was on Jaeger. You got it like over and over again, and you made like 60k every time. It was nuts. It was actually nuts. So we have to survive once on shoreline. Oh, by the way, so I got a weekly. I had a weekly this week, which was for, and I put it on Twitter. But literally, I had to give in 5 fleeces and 3 Kajura. That was my weekly. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? It was actually nuts. It's actually nuts. So we're basically like 10k away from level 46. You know, I'd be half tempted. I'd be half tempted to just complete this one on shoreline at some point. Maybe we'll do it later. I don't know. Maybe we'll do it later. What do I have to do for him? PMCs using SMGs or shotguns. I mean, we can accept it, I guess. What do we get? Nothing of any worth, really. What do we get for this one? Nah, nothing really. But we'll be at 46, and then that means that from tomorrow we're going to get the cracked out daily quests, which is good. Servers kaput still. Yeah, stash stream. Dog tag case barred from Jaeger can make money since event is 195k. I don't think you're going to make money from this, though. Still, wait, is it therapist? Don't flash drive sell for good dollar value? Only if they're like really cheap. They're okay. They're like $16 or something. So I have them in my list, but I only tend to buy them if they're really low. So, I want to say thank you for the helpful YouTube videos. Thank you, Easy. Thank you, man. Not a lot about talk of watching them. Thanks, dude. Back for more. Loud Bob. Just tuned in and got hit with the sadness of the dog tag case. Oh, I know. The free money. It's gone. It's gone. But I mean, yeah, military flash drive is what? 142? And then this guy is 36. It's so close though. Right, that's like, yeah, that is like 180. Like pretty much bang on. I guess it does make a small amount. Let's do it. I didn't actually check. So yeah, 195. Okay, so it does actually still make money. You do actually still make money with that, which is not as much as you used to. It actually didn't use the VHS that I bought, bizarrely. It did kill 20 PMCs. 15? Yeah, 15 is a lot. We're not going to do it, I don't think. But 42 to 46 is rough. Did you ever make a video about daily quests? Isn't there much worth talking about? There's not much worth talking about. It's just like, do them if they're easy until level 46, and then do them all. we're gonna try and re-scav into factory just to see if the servers are working now. Why'd you say everything twice? Probably thinking. I'm probably thinking aloud. Speaking too fast and not engaging brain quick enough. Mine has survived 33 woods. As your weekly. Always trying to get weeklies done. I roll them if needed. Until 46, I don't bother re-rolling them. Is that bad? I'm not sure. Dailies are just meh. Well, the daily quest and weekly quest XP goes completely insane at level 46. You end up making way more XP at that point. It's like lots. We're aware of the issues. Please be patient. Yeah, okay. Well, let's see. We might be able to match in, we might not. We might just be sitting in here and having a just chatting stream, but that's okay. I'm raining reserve to find the COFDM, but without luck. Any suggestion? We tried that a little bit, but we didn't really find any ourselves either. Lots of people have said to go to Lighthouse. Other people have said streets. People have said check 15, but it's extremely expensive. And if we either go in there and it isn't there, or we go in there and die, and it's super hotspotty anyway, that bit. So you have to fight through a lot of PMCs, I imagine. Not that I'm particularly well versed in the check 15 building. It would be something interesting to do at some point, but maybe not right now. I don't know. I've been thinking about it. Thanks for the guys. No worries. Kuna. Can't do weeklies ever. Get 10 kills a kill every time. Oh, yeah. Some of them really suck. What does a high level give you? Well, that's a good question. Part of it is for Kappa because the requirement is 55. I'm not actually going for it, but it's just kind of nice to get the XP. There actually really isn't any real reason. But you do get different quests and stuff. There are some that are much higher level, and I think they give you certain unlocks. So there's certain items that you'll only unlock if you do some of the higher level quests. But off the top of my head, I can't remember what they are. It's mostly just for doing it and having them and making XP. There's not real practical reason why. Gigahot does dream one. Can you imagine? Like the way that they scale up. Yeah, I wish that they scaled up more evenly. You need XP till 55. Yeah, true. It's true. You on cap XP past 45 is meaningless. Basically, yeah. Because after long line. Is there anything else that's actually really good? Long line and the AACPC at level 45 is, I presume, what you're talking about, Badger. Check is sweaty? Yes. Always found in the chalet? Well, that's the idea. That's what we're going to try. And CFDM in Skybridge building. Oh, had a lot of luck with CFDM nighttime streets going to the post office apartment section above the whole night street super dead. Maybe. Waiting factory also for fun? Yes, indeed. We're just going to see if it loads in, because this should be the quickest one. So if it's fixed, then it should be good. We're in chalet. It's basically the broken boxes plus on the tables, up on the... There's quite a few spots, especially the upper chalet. Swift one done for the armband. Hey. What level's Swift one? I can't remember. Is that 50 plus? Every like check 15. It's hard to attack and harder to escape. Where did you find your CFDMs? Well, that's the question. That's what we're trying to do. We haven't found any yet. What quest is CFDM for? This is for the first Lightkeeper one. It's called Network Provider. You need to find CFDM radios, gas analyzers, G-phones, and one other thing. Oh, the electronic circuits that you find all over the place. MUR1S is locked behind the guide, but since the Bartol mechanic are good, you don't need to buy them. That's true. That's true. 50 for Swift one. Lighthouse for the cop. Yeah, that's what lots of people said. One spawned next to the broken helicopter. Is it in a box or what? Lighthouse for CFDM, especially the hillside house. Is it actually hillside house, or is it the big brown house? Is that the deal? Helm's Eye, thank you for the $4.99, man. Welcome, welcome. Find them in USEC safe. What's that? I guess you need the key. Well, you find them in. I don't think they go in safes, do they? Never find the CFDM. I find Vertex, Bitcoin, Intel, Acer, Thermite, but never CFDM. Does Spanish a $5 a factory? It does. It's how I do it every wipe. How I do it every wipe. Did it pop up with the Helm's Eyes super chat? It should have done. It should. I don't think it played the sound. I don't know. Maybe it did and I missed it. But I'm not sure. I saw it, but maybe I didn't see the notification. Merin. Oh yeah, Merin. I forgot about Merin. Yeah. We need to do Merin. Merin. Literally just did this task yesterday. It certainly wasn't easy. Roleplay. Did you do it on Lighthouse? Treatment plan 2. Yeah, we're not going to go into the road camp. Needed for Lend-Lease. I did actually have one for Lend-Lease. I can't remember where I got it. It was just incidentally throughout the wipe. Merin's giving me nothing. I got a VPX in Merin and one of the Vertexes for the last quest, so. U6 safe is upstairs in the big blue chalet. Like locked doors rather than actual safes. Oh, I see. Multiple CFTM invaluable loot spawns in water treatment. Dark Ally, thanks man. Only found so far. I've only found one for Lend-Lease. Okay, so this isn't working. So okay, we don't know when the servers are going to come back up. Aye. They have said that they are working on it. Presumably nobody can get in. I guess it's not just me. Lots of people have said it's not just me. So we're gonna chat until then, I guess. Servers down since when? Apparently since right now, like literally when I pressed go. The servers are now down, and everyone's just stuck matching. I haven't found any for this quest yet. This is where we are. This is where we're at. Here. 4. I need some gas analyzers, but it's because I always sell these or turn them into RFBs. 12 minutes. Back to CS2. What would be your ideal replacement for the current spawning system in Tarkov? I think it would be better off more like the Cycle or like DayZ, where I don't think it's ever going to happen, honestly. But what I would prefer is if the raids were big and long, like multiple hours, or even just indefinite. I don't know, probably technologically infeasible, but whatever. And you just dropped in at a random point and loot respawned like in DayZ. That's the way that I would prefer it, because at the moment we have this automatic information when you go in that there's going to be a guy there, 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 and there's a timing around when people get to different hotspots. I personally don't think it's very good for the game, because it gives us so much free information and it drives a lot of the meta strategy around the beginning of the game and when people spawn in and how people interact with the map, and I just don't like it very much. I really think it's probably one of the biggest problems with the game right now. So, yeah. Aware of it 13 minutes ago, yeah, exactly. We'll just keep trying, because they don't necessarily tell us. Any suggestions on gaining... Oh, you can craft them in the laboratory, but it takes ages. Any suggestions on getting XP? I'm level 39, quests aren't getting me much. You just have to grind through. 39 to 45 is really tough. Time to check some stats. We'll run this a little bit, and then we could look at some stats if you want. Can't find a Raven for living high. I got stuck with Ravens one time. I got stuck with Lions another time. It's annoying, yeah. You just have to hit 1,000,000 safes. Is it possible to craft COFDM? You used to be able to do all of these. You used to be able to do Vertex, COFDMs, VPXs. You used to be able to do all of these kind of things in the workbench. No, in the Intel Center. But they changed it this wipe so that you have to do Lightkeeper tasks to get access to those crafts, which basically means that they're not possible to do in the hideout. Which is good and bad. It's an interesting way. I think it probably is good overall. I don't necessarily like it that much, but it's because I don't really like finding loot items on RNG, particularly. But, yeah. But you can't do it. You have to find them all now. You have to find them all. Speaking of information, what do you think about examining corpses to get info on how long ago they got killed? I think that would be really cool. I think that would be really cool. Genuinely be really cool. I would like that a lot. It'd be nice to be able to do a bit of investigation. It wouldn't even need to be anything complicated. It's just estimated time of death, how long ago, within the raid. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 1 minute, whatever. It'd be good. So space you might leave it when you collect other things. Oh, you're talking about lions. Yeah, lions are annoying. Stats on Blackout AP and 762 BP is similar. How come no one uses the MCX? Because it doesn't get quite as good as something like the RD. It might be good now. Previously, with the 15%, before the 15% recoil buff, it just didn't really compete. Plus, the AP rounds, there's nothing really secondary that you can stack them with that's any good, is the problem. BP you can stack with PS, and that kind of works. I guess PS is also kind of bad. It's just because BP is so powerful. It's like 556 has 995 and 55A1, and you take the damage reduction for the ability to fire loads more shots. BP on the other guns has got really low recoil on something like the RD or the Mutant, and you can 2-tap class 5 50% of the time, like in theory anyway. Whereas with the MCX, it fires really fast. You run out of bullets really quickly, and then the M62 rounds are like 5.6A1. It's kind of like a bit of an awkward, like worst of both, if you know what I mean. And the guns don't get that low. Like there's quite a strict compatibility around suppressors and stuff. So you can only get the MCX to like a mid-tier M4 level of performance. I think that's mainly the problem. Okay, so yeah, this is still busted. We'll have a look at some stats then. Don't mind having to find them. They could do us a favor, not nerf the spawns. True. Fix the Ledix crash. I've still not found one. They did put a lot more on woods. I would try woods. Try woods. Hello from Malaysia. Hello. Can't get lucky because of CFDM. Yeah, 3 letters to use at camp. Yeah, the camps on woods. Those are the ways. Is the game still bugged where you can't sell letters to trader? Probably. I don't know. No matching? Yeah, apparently not. Oh, they make it so rare. They've increased the spawns. They've increased the spawns. Any weapon platforms you'd like to get more love? Just like some weapons we call like the M4. We're gonna have to see how the M4 feels now. I do think that other weapons like... Well, the MP5 SD, I thought 9mm should take some big buffs. I think the MPX needs a lot of love. That one really needs some love. The MP5 is kind of getting there now with the 15%. That's actually kind of getting there. Did you shoot of... Yes, 8. Well, no, we were doing shoot of 7. But we did actually kill 3 people in one raid, which is kind of annoying. I don't know how far this actually is. But anyway, look, if you're crouched with this guy, you can... The MP5 SD is a freaking laser beam. Like the ammo sucks, but the point is if you can hit them in the head really easily. Probably a bit far for a red dot, but... but yeah, we did part 7 yesterday. They stood up and shooting at this distance. It's kind of tricky, but maybe you can do it. I mean, that's a long way, in fairness. That's a long way. Servers are cooked. Yep, apparently servers are cooked. We can get us down to 37 recoil. It's got faster fire rate than the RD, though. Read the entirety of the last thing I said. Oh, I found 3... Oh, I found 3 Lennox in the USEC camp on woods last night, and then I woke up and realized it was a dream. You've been playing too much Tarkov, my man. How to get good? Watch your deaths back. I like the MP5 SD now, though. I think this is a bit better. This thing now has 25 recoil, which is pretty cool. Interesting success with 5.56 FMJ. Really? Don't need a Tarkov shooter. You need Tarkov shooter 7 to unlock Lightkeeper. You need Tarkov shooter 7. 7. That's doing nothing with the MP5 SD. So you can see it's very low. And then the VSS now, we know that this thing's crazy, but it's still, you know, still quite a bit higher. That it goes up to there rather than there. But you're not supposed to be shooting over super long range with it anyway, I don't think. At least I mean, if you're not tower, that is. MP9? I never got on with the MP9 that well. How much have we played? 458 raids this wipe. Current survival streak 2, longest 9. How many PMCs have we killed? 286. 286. So, and deaths was 191. So my PMC KD is pretty much 1.5. Pretty much exactly. The survival rate, it's not amazing, I wouldn't say. Some people have better than that. How many boss kills? 38, not many. I'm not really a big boss hunter, to be honest. You'll see the spectrum of the different types of weapons that I use. Mainly assault rifles. I'm really an assault rifle guy. I'm not very much of a DMR person. I'm really not. I'm very much an assault rifle player. I always have been. Favorite types of tasks? Bring items to a trader. Yeah, well, no shit. Survival rate's 37%. It doesn't really tell you anything on its own, though, does it? The survival rate. You have to take that in conjunction with somebody's level, their KD, their PMC KD, that is, not just the KD that the game tells you. Because the KD the game tells you gives you scabs as well, which is really pointless. You want their PMC KD, which is not a number that the game tells you. You have to calculate that yourself. Price of the VSS are ramping up. They were 120 when I was looking before. Do you think it's now... It ripped and then it's come down. Do you think it's maybe going back up now? People are going, okay, this wasn't hype. This is actually good. Oh no, they're coming down even more. Okay, that's well under 100k. That's all right. think they need to still buff some of the newer guns like the Fast 6 Scar, the AUG G36. This is when a new gun comes out and they're trash because of high recoil. I don't know. They're all kind of in the same ballpark now, I would say. Those weapons aren't necessarily bad. I think the AUG's actually okay, given its price. Are people buying these for gunsmiths still? Maybe. Maybe they are. Right, how are we doing? How are we doing with this? Can we get in the game now? I gotta press a button on Twitch already. We haven't even been able to get into a raid. Haven't even been able to get into a raid. Recoil's better if you shoot one and then spray. It's true. You have to shoot one and then spray though. The MCKD is 1.3 and I'm at level 59. I'm just bad. Or more risky, right? More aggressive. If you're a more aggressive player, then that's going to go up. That just shows that you're a way higher level than me. Maybe you just play much more aggressively. Also, an interesting stat is people's distance traveled. Distance traveled per raid. Like Church's, for example, when we compared, Church had way higher strength and endurance than me because he just traveled way more distance than I do in a typical raid. Orcs horizontal is awful. It's not as bad as it was. Maybe you should retry it. They tinkered with it. It's not actually that bad now. Only gun I felt that 15% on was at AKM. Maybe try the SVD. I think maybe I'm a bit more sensitive to it just because I'm always constantly testing gun builds, so maybe I feel it a bit more. Does the flashlight bug exist? As far as I'm aware, yes. But I don't think it's that critical. It's 20 to 60 meters and there's a light glow. Yes, it goes through buildings. I'm not using flashlights though. I'm using the blue laser if I can. SS was sold out of the traders, 150 on the flea in the weekend. At the weekend, though, it's a bit different, I guess. Organ G36 are low-end guns. Yeah, I feel like they're a cheap alternative to the M4 for CQB 556 rather than buying an M4 and having to deck it out. Because the M4 just doesn't perform until you put some amount of mods on it. So on the budget end, you're better off using the SCAR or the MDR for a generic 556 rifle that you want to use broadly, and then the G36 and the AUG are kind of the two CQB variants that you might want to use instead of a budget M4 or one of the others if you want a slightly faster higher rate, that kind of thing. Yeah, no one can get into raid. No one can get into raid. No loot runs to quest and PvP? Exactly. That's how it goes then. Yeah, we can't get into raid. No one can get into raid. No idea how people get max strength and endurance. Level 49 with 350 raids and mid-20s through both. Well, me too. It's because people have 800, 900 raids, that's why. Or 1,000 raids plus. You just have to... The faster you get through the raids, the better off you get because you don't suffer from diminishing returns as much. So if you run 15-minute raids constantly, you run to one room, kill somebody, run out, run in, kill someone, run out, etc, etc, etc. That's the thing. That's the way to do it. Were you surprised at the level 4 helmet video results? I was actually. Hi, Dillo. Thank you, man. Short G36 is very strong. They gave it another 10 ergo, so I think it's actually all right. I think the short G36 might be a little bit sleeper. I think the recoil maybe is a bit much. The medium length one's quite good. Yeah, no one can actually get in. No one can get in, I don't think. Does armor damage percentage matter if the pen of the round is too low? Get 9 by 21 PE with lowest pen but highest armor damage of that caliber. I would say that the pen matters more. The pen is more of a like an exponential relationship, whereas the armor damage percentage they get combined. So if you have a low pen, then the armor damage doesn't do as much. Yeah, when we did that offline raid and you got 2 GPSAs in one raid. I mean, it's a bit different if you're there by yourself without any other players, though. Server list in the game client is empty. It usually is now, though, because of the way the friends list works. So they changed that quite a lot. People don't have to sit around now. Shouldn't the recoil stat reflect the number of bullets before the weapon climbs and not just the amount it climbs after shot 1? I'm not sure. That sounds like a radically different system. The recoil stat right now just tells you how much the gun jumps vertically when you fire one individual bullet. That's what it tells you right now. Never thought to check my distance travelled by raid. 1.74 kilometers per raid. No idea how that compares. It's probably higher than mine. I'm quite slow and very specific about the things that I go and do. Oh, this is such a pain. This is such a pain, Null. I agree, dude. Hey, Justin, enjoying the streams? Happening more often? Yeah, thanks, dude. Have you ever watched any Tulu stuff? He's a fellow, but he's awesome. He's really, really good. I love Tulu. He's got great storytelling. He's a cracked gamer. And all around sound dude. I just like his style is so different to mine. I produce a lot of tutorially whatevers, and he produces the once a month like blockbuster. I appreciate it. I appreciate the difference. Maybe give up on the scav run. I don't think it's going to let us in anywhere though. I think everything's busted. Yeah, it's not just the scav run that's the problem. We can try loading into the lighthouse instead, but I don't think it's going to make any difference. I think it's all the same. You never know. You never know. Came for Gigastream, stayed for Gigaway, PSG timing at its finest. I know, it was literally as I tried to get in. Chili was streaming himself editing a video last night. It was very interesting to see. That would be interesting. He's got way better editing skills than me. For sure. Hideout gaming is great. It is. We don't know what's your FPS on streets with the 5800 X3D. It's about 80. 70, 80, 90. Kind of depends. Because they're probably about putting out some comms on Twitter. I don't understand why if the community managers can put something out, why they can't put something out on Twitter for everyone. I don't get it. I don't think there's anything on either. No. Nope. Nope. Excuse me, sir. What server are you playing on? I play on Auto EU. You're stuck on matching. Exit the game and check your servers. I exited and found my server list empty. Let's just quickly try that. We may as well. I don't think it'll help, but we'll see. Cheers for all the content. You taught me talk. Thanks, Mr. D. Said nothing. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Had this 10 minutes ago. The devs are aware I'm working on it. Where did you see that? What motherboard are you using? What's this one? I think it's the B550 Aorus. Like revision 2, I think it is. Yeah, B550 Aorus Elite V2 gigabyte. I think the servers are just balked. Yeah, there's no servers at all. You're quite right. There are no servers at all in the matcher. Where's the beef? The beef is lost in the void. We're lost in the void, friends. Mod on Asia Pacific EFT Discord? Okay, cool. Good to know. We'll start using on the MP5. It's a delta point. Maybe we'll just play some offline. Plan to upgrade my processor with a 5800X3D. Did you see a lot of improvement? I did. I had a 3700X previously, and I basically doubled my frame rate. It was crazy. It was actually crazy. I do have... Did I do it like this? There you go. If you're getting it on Amazon, I have some affiliate pages for the 5800X3D. Shameless plug. If you were going to buy it from there anyway, then you can basically help support the stream by buying it through Amazon. if you go through the link I had. Not Scav, MC.
Gold, please.
We don't have enough mags for this, but it'll be alright. Midnight Commander, thank you for the Prime, dude. Thank you so much for the Prime, appreciate it. Welcome to this lack of gameplay stream because we can't get in because the servers are down. Normal to get 100 FPS in Lighthouse and offline. I would say that's good. I would say that's good, honestly. Even 5800X is a great upgrade. X3D is really good though, and it's kind of cheap now. Actually kind of cheap now. There's a lot of discounts happening because of the 7000s. Giga doing a shameless plug, I thought I'd never see the day. My favourite thing about that is if people are going to buy it anyway, then it doesn't hurt anybody. It doesn't hurt anybody, that's what I'm saying. Whoa! Ah! Ah! No! Ah! That took me by surprise. Wondering if 5800 will work the B450. I don't actually know. Not sure. Yeah, nah. Playing offline. Yeah, one tapped, exactly. We're supposed to be searching for COFDM radios, but unfortunately, the moment I hit the live button, all the servers went down. One and Suka. Ooh, shoulder shot. It's good to practice aiming here, though. Oh, the insta-crouch. The insta-crouch. It's rough. Where are the heads? There they are. Where's the other one? Over here somewhere? It's a good training, though, to just go in and do this stuff. Whoa, whoa, whoa! From behind! From behind! No! Ah! Oh, no! There's another one! And another one! New tweet, tech error. Yeah. What does the tweet say? Just come out now. We're aware of technical issues. We'll currently work on resolving them. Fantastic. Well, that's good, isn't it? Is that yours and J-Dog's video? Never had much fun with EFT in the past few years. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, it's my fault. It is. Oh, is this side? Ah! Oh, too slow. Too slow. Too slow. Too slow. Someone tripped on the power cord? Exactly. Giga League of Legends stream? Can you imagine? Can you imagine? I played League about 2 times, I think. Of the chat overlay? Yeah, well, I normally turn it off in raid, but given we're playing offline, don't make him turn to the dark side. No, we Dota players. Dota players here. Whoa. Ah, because no one can go into raid. Now, this is very interesting, at least to nerds like me. When nobody can get into raid, it's quite interesting to see how the economy quickly destabilizes. I guess this is a combination of no one's able to get into raid, and also everybody's in the stash. So all of the input items spike in price, and probably you'll find that pile of meds is really cheap. Relatively speaking. I guess it's not too much yet. It's quite interesting, right? Quite interesting. Wonder why the mod checked my message. Which one? Oh, it said it's because it said got head in it, that's why. It picked out got head and blocked that. Wanted to say I heard you got into full-time streaming to spend time in the found, which I think is amazing. Wanted to drop by and support. Hi, thanks, Midnight. Yeah, it was for family reasons, basically. Oh, that's cheap enough. Grab one of those. Yep. Is that cheap or expensive for Ripstop? I'm not even sure. I feel like that might be quite cheap. No, let's see what's happened to Kajura. I'm just intrigued as to what's happened to all the prices when we've hit this spike. Yeah, so no one could go into raids, so Propitols are cheap. What's happened to Kajura? Okay, midway. Best way to improve aim? A different game with higher aim reps like CS? Oh, how it's just... Tarkov's got a weird aim profile, so... Maybe just go and practice looting Lighthouse. I kind of don't want to play Lighthouse offline, though. You know what? Maybe we run around... Let's go run around streets in offline for a minute. Let's run around streets for a bit. Let's see. I don't know. I think playing offline, honestly. Either playing the game or playing in offline mode on Horde mode scavs. That's really the way. Because Tarkov's got such a weird recoil profile that I'm not sure playing other games. Obviously, having good aim is better. So you could do aim labs or something like that. But I'm not sure if it'll be quite one-to-one. Sure it'll be quite one-to-one. Why can no one get into raid? Yeah, no one can get into raid. I don't know. There's a problem. They broke it. How's the hunt for the radios going? It's not going. We can't get into a raid at all. There's a technical issue with the game, and we're stuck. Getting ahead in Twitch chat? Exactly. Was your office job far away? Well, yes, eventually. I moved. I moved. It's kind of like... This is the thing. It was sort of self-inflicted. Because I moved back to be closer to family because me and the wife were very, very alone down south. So when we lived down near London, we were very, very alone when, yeah, the wife was pregnant, then COVID hit straight after, and then she gave birth in the lockdown, and then we were by ourselves, and it was very hard. So yeah, the servers are down right now. Offline labs? Oh, not a bad idea. Let's go and have a wander around Czech though, because I suck at the Czech building. I want to make sure it doesn't blow the stream up playing offline. Actually, I've turned scavs off, so it should be alright. But yeah, but once I moved, it was like, you know, very long train ride away. Don't think I'd learn much from Lab Raiders Horde mode. Kind of interesting though. Let's run with aim setting sensitivity until you get comfortable. Yeah, this is true. Well, we're not doing anything. Where should I find teapots? Safes, I think, again for that one. Rough but good to see you doing well and being an actual positive beacon of energy through all of that. Yeah, it was really hard at one point, honestly. Like, the hardest point was when I was working full-time December 2021 because I was picked for the Twitch drops stuff that happened at that time. And I was still working full-time, and I didn't want... I knew at that point, basically, that I was going to be leaving, like, the following April, pretty much. I kind of knew already. I was full-time and working, basically, like, semi-full-time on the channel at the same time. It was just, like, it was just insane. Well, I'm really not that well-versed with this building. I've not been in here that much. This is the other entrance, right? So you can get in through this side, or you can get in through this side. Are there any other entrances? I know that there's a key that allows you to drop down... Oh, that's annoying that doesn't let you up. There's a key that lets you get down here. Right? I don't think you can get up there, but it takes you down this staircase. Actually, I do the guide. Never played labs. Do labs first, or do labs second. Do factory first and then labs second. You should go and watch my labs. I have a labs guide from a while back, like getting started on labs. You could even watch the recent one I did about getting the items, because it's kind of similar. What were you working as? I used to work in finance. I did lots of data analysis and stuff like that. Excel. That's why I'm an Excel junkie. 2 doors only. Okay, is there anything good in this room normally? And there's the drop. Do you have Kaplan? Nah, I'm not going for this wipe. I can't be bothered to do shooterborn and all of that stuff. You can't go through there. It's quite linear because you have to go through... From what I've gathered so far, you have to just go down this corridor and like you can't get into many of these. You have to go around this broken bit. This is kind of where I start to get a bit lost though. So you have to go around the broken bit through into this room. And then you've got... Okay, that door's nothing. Did you get your analytics from pressing the add button on YouTube? Yeah, I'm still testing stuff. I'm still testing stuff. It did seem to work. It did seem to work. And there's some injectors on the right tray. No one uses this revolver anymore, do they? It's sad, really. Anyone safe on factory? Yeah, it's true. I mean, you're shooting. This is AP 6.3, but I'm going to have like PvP in the top, I think. Struck me as a university fellow? Indeed. Depends where you're so good at talk of economics and general number stuff? Yeah, exactly. And I have a science background as well. Like double whammy. Double whammy. Learning Excel now since my current project is converting XLS to a web app. Yep. I'm not really a coding kind of guy though, I will say. Look, hey look, who's looking for the Raven? Who was looking for the Raven? They're called half human, half Excel at work. A lot at one point. Still don't Excel that well. It's just about knowing what you want to do. Yeah, people just used to like sit there looking horrified because they're like, "Hey, how do you do this on Excel?" And then they just like do the whole thing without even using the mouse, kind of thing. But I used to play RTS, right? Like RTS was my bread and butter. So that's why hotkeys and stuff. I love all that stuff. It's really what I like to do. It was me. Bitcoin can spawn on the streets, please, and use a flare. No, now this is where it gets confusing. This is where it gets really confusing. I don't think this is the right way. I don't think you go straight ahead. I work in IT, and like 70% of what I do is just Google how to fix something. Stack Exchange for programmers. That's one of them. I think I always end up accidentally walking through to this bit. You end up in this weird dead end. But I think you're supposed to go the other way, not this way. We're just exploring right now, chat, while the game's down. You got up here, I think. Are the traders broken? No, I think the whole of the trading section is working fine. So it is actually pretty linear. You end up in this stairwell, but you can't go out, can you? No. I one wave and last night need another. Excel is so neat. People apparently use it to boss in RuneScape. Excel is amazing. It's like the best prototype ever. Play Warhammer Dawn of War? Oh my god, I did. My god, I did. I used to play Eldar. And it was the best time. My claim to fame in Dawn of War... Like, Dawn of War was the first game where I actually really cut my teeth competitively. My claim to fame in Dawn of War was I beat a dude in the top 100 on that, which I was well pleased with at the time. I mean, I was pretty young. Sell my Bitcoin or sell it? I'm selling them. I'm selling them. Go inside the staircase to third and drop down. It's very choky. Yeah, it's very choky. So you can't go through that one. You have to go all the way up to this one, and you just end up in this bit. Which room is actually the check key one? Because this is the Iron Gate area, isn't it? Looks like they're stuck on restocking. I mean, it could well be. That's how your day was? Got straight ignored? Yo, you talking to me, dude? Sorry, man. Did I just not read your thing? Oh, it's because it went on 2 lines. Oh, sorry, buddy. Beefy boy, how's your raids? Yeah, we're stuck matching. We're stuck matching. That's the problem. You can kick these out from the other side. Are you certified pro gamist? The game is down, yeah. No, this is not live. This is not live. This is not live. Behind the fallen wall. Not this bit though, is it? Because these are the iron bits. Drop down through Iron Gate. Like through this one? Oh, I see, I see. Let's see. Love Dawn of War? I didn't, no. Is it this one in here, man? Behind the fallen wall, on the right. What's the stair key? Is it like this? No. One at the end. This one. And you can kind of look in, right? Sort of. Like CPU. Not CPU, sorry. Circuit board. Military cable. Gold skull ring. Okay, so you can kind of see what's in there. Broadly. Pika wow. This one. Check out the loot from out here. Yeah, it's offline. Can't see everything. Indeed. And then where's the... Is this one of these then is the stairwell key, no? Is it this one? Is this the stairwell one? This lets you get out? Is it this? How much is the key? The key for this room is like 5 million. We looked earlier. COFDM Shooter 7, we did actually do it. We did actually complete it. You can breach that door. Oh, this one. Okay, maybe not. Which one can you breach? I mean, you clearly can't breach this one. This is the stairs landing. Yeah, there's a key for this. I'm certain. Which one can you breach? Can you breach any? Because I imagine getting out of here is going to be really problematic. The one back through the wall. Which one? I guess you can't get out of there, can you? Can't get out of there. Yeah. Ever played Rocket League? No, I haven't. That one? Hey, okay, there we go. What else is on this floor? I've really not been in here that much. I've been in here for the quest and just followed it pretty exclusively, just from the guide. A couple of rounds, nothing much. Okay. It's the door to the main stairs. This one. Oh, it's the one we couldn't get through originally. Oh, I see. I get it. 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 You go up. You go in here. Can't get in that one. Can't get in that one. That's Iron Gate. Does Iron Gate work on all of these? I forget. Server's not down. We're in offline mode. We're in offline at the moment. Haven't played Streets. I have played Streets. I've just not played Check 15. I've just not played this. I've been in here for the quest, and that's about it. I've just not gone to this particular loot room very much. I used Iron Gate on this one, I'm pretty sure. Works on all of them. All lockdoors are Iron Gate. Okay, cool. So then you go down into second, through there, and then you can maybe go out there. I see. Oh, no, not that one. You can go through this one. And then, yeah, down here. I'm also, I don't know whether you guys have noticed, but I have really bad sense of direction. So I have to play a lot in an area before I feel comfortable. Really quite bad. I'm quite challenged when it comes to directions. Yeah, the servers are all busted right now. I haven't seen any updates that it's been fixed. How do you even get back out? Oh, there it is. Okay. Really think only the last one on the right is the one to unlock? Probably. Okay. So you come in. You go. Can you go across that bit? You can. Okay. Around here. Can you go up this without... just about. Through. Into here. Into here. But then to the right, ignoring this bit. Up the staircase. That won't be open to begin with. Then you come into here. It's the one on the far left. You go down into second. You come along through the broken wall, down to there. And then when you come past that, it's the one on the right. This one. Yeah, there you go. That Kudura. Nice. Yeah, the drop down one is also going to be kind of... Oh, this way. This way. A door out the back. Yes, we were just looking at that a moment ago. Although that's all the way over here. Well, I don't have the key to get through the other stairwell. So we were saying you get in through... Yeah, that's the main one, and then the other way out is back this way. I remember this one because I was sat here and somebody opened the door and I just killed him with an MP7 through there. It's quite funny. But we're in offline. We're in offline, guys. Don't worry about it. We're in offline. Your last labs guide was great for orientation. Hey, nice. Especially had to get to sewers. Yeah, sewers is really good if you just need to chill. Only left Shoreline a handful of times. Shoreline can be annoying, but just go to Pata Lighthouse. It's usually the easiest way. And if you don't go round the north edge of the map because the scavs up there are really brutal. You really want stairs, Keith, if you're going to the building? We're not going there right now. We're just thinking about it. Just saw there was a new muzzle device that can get an M4 down to 20 recoil. Indeed. There is indeed. This one. You may wonder what I might have been making, video-wise. As to the reason why I have this weapon in the first place. Who knows? Who knows? Maya. I don't know any of the Russian for the labs. Are we still stuck? I'm guessing we're still stuck now. Womp, 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 womp. Still down. One thing I quite like about labs is if you just put it on normal mode and then you run around and just hit every button and then just try stuff. Quite fun. Server's still down? Apparently so. They seem to be. Yes, we couldn't make it work. Captain Good Advice. Hello. Hello, chat. The one on the far left. Love your numbers videos. Thanks, who put... Yeah, it was offline. We were playing offline before. We're still playing offline. I wonder who pointed you in the direction of the new muzzle attachment. Don't worry, there's attribution. I attribute my sources. It's okay. Not going to be back? I don't know. Servers are back, at least in the list. Okay, well, we'll just run around and do a little bit here. Do a tiny bit of labs offline. Bit of labs offline. Yeah, I could have sworn that the... The labs announcer is the blue-haired doctor from the latest raid series. I could have sworn it was. It sounded like it to me. Is that someone spawning in with a flashlight? How many spawn in offline? Ah! That was pretty slow for raiders. There's usually 3. I'm kind of surprised if there's not a third. Okay. I'm still very happy with the 5800 XCD. I am indeed. One carry either way. Server's working again? Now we're offline. We're offline right now. Or maybe they're working, but we'll see. That info is thick? It is. It is. It is. Unless I'm being misled by the flashlight here. Could have sworn there was a flashlight user somewhere. That's probably too far. Can be stuff in the back of this bit. Let's see. Please, for the love of God, make a guide about labs. Yeah. We'll think about it. 3 of yours in the Yule Gaming Cultist video. Interesting. Beep. Perfect time to do it. There's some more maps for raiders. Make a guide on the lab's keycards, potential value. Things I have to buy them now. How's the progress on the CFDM? Well, the game's only just come back up, I think, if at all. So we're going to go and try and see if we can even log in. Oops, a daisy. We're just playing offline right now, but we'll bizarre. We'll go this way. It's my items guide is kind of a labs guide. It's just not the full thing. Oh no, that's bad. Think about how much more time I'm going to spend on labs to make a guide. Thing is, I can still make a basic one. Giggle my COFDM. Hello, Nick. Could it be fail montage? That'd be funny. Raiders this easy to kill. I do actually think they've nerfed them quite a lot. They're not as bad as they used to be. I really don't feel like they are. They're not as scary as they used to be. They also use really, really bad ammo a lot of the time. So if you have your decent kit on, then they don't kill you that much, I don't think. Have a favourite optic? The Delta Point, probably. And then talking about bigger optics is either something like the Elcan for budget or the Schmidt and Bender 1x8, I guess, for like the other budget. Is it back on, by the way? Can anyone tell me, are the servers back on? BCP? It's okay, but... Do Cliff Notes extract guide on labs live right now. Well, that's what we're kind of doing. Press the med button. Med button there. In this room. This is how you get the raiders to spawn, though, is you pull all the buttons. You press that one. Oh. It just chugged pretty hard, which means that because I'm playing offline, you can tell when the raiders are going to spawn in because I missed my opportunity to shoot him in the head there. I didn't bring a laser, which is pretty silly. Maybe we'll go this way. Can't find a match still. Okay. The old Kebka Yebana, eh? Impervious fence. The fence of implausibility. So the one without the backpacks is here. Your backpack is too big. I think maybe you can take a small bag. I'm not sure. These guys got any bags? I don't think raiders normally wear bags in here. I think a burqa is still too big. I think it needs to be an MBSS or less. I'm not sure if the MBSS counts. I don't actually know. Your backpack is too big. It doesn't say you have a bag. You see? It just says your backpack is too big. So you might be able to fit down there with something. I don't know what exactly. Anyway, so those are the 2 buttons and the 3 downstairs. And then you've got the other button, which actually we'll probably go this way. Get to it. Oh, I didn't actually show the final. I didn't show the one for the cargo. EU servers work. Oh, I can't extract with any bag. Someone was saying that in the past it used to be the size of bag, but I'm not actually sure. No bags allowed. I never use this one. The reason why I never use this one is because I don't think it's any less dangerous than these, right? It doesn't announce your presence, sure, but I don't like being in that lift anyway. That like area. More bags a planned feature? Okay, I don't know. Anyway, so the second button, the non-med one, that opens this elevator. Yep. Don't work even if you're wearing something. Fair enough. Fair enough. Now you can get down somewhere. There's a route that I'm not super familiar with. Is it this one or is it the next bit? There are some stairs somewhere. It might be in the next section. I always forget. Oh, here they are. There is a weird way to get downstairs. You get to this square, which takes you to this other bit. Through here. So there's another way out that way. And then there's this one, which takes you into this really long section. Oh, hey, hoi, hey, hoi, hoi, hoi. Doobie 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 doobie. And then the final extract's over this way. So the actual lift is this one. But you have to go through this way. I never normally come this way for it. If I was downstairs, I'd be going med, I think. Whereas it's normally if I come from in here. This is why I tend to hang around this area a lot, because I like this bit. You know? If you're in this section, then you can just run straight through this. There's 2 doors, which is why it's a bit confusing sometimes. Because this bit links through to the parking kind of area. But if you're in this bit and you go through this first door, the one with the writing above it, that's how you get down to this one. And down into here, to that button. It does make the noise. Sector R. Sector R. I'm not even sure if it shows you. It's this elevator in particular. Yeah, this is Sector R. And then it turns this one on when you press it. A lot of people don't bring bags because your raiders have a bag. Unless you bring a raid bag, doesn't make sense. I normally bring like at least a smallish bag. Just because, why not? They're not very much, and then you're going to lose all your stuff anyway. So it's kind of whatever. Would it be a consideration to make like a streets map guide? I personally get lost there. Well, maybe. I feel like a lot of people have done it already. Labs offline is just it's fun. It's a good way to play against the AI and get used to playing against raiders, but nah, it's not live. It's not live. It's because all the servers are broken. I don't know if they're still broken. We'll check now. We're going to test it. We're going to test it. We'll try and do this again. We'll try and Scav Factory. Scav Factory you should just get in straight away. That's the thing about it, because it's so quick turnaround for scavs, and lots of PMCs play on it. So we'll just try this one. Yeah, everyone had a matchmaking issue. Yeah, we did. So you could need to do a good labs guide. Let's face it, it's the extracts I need particular love. Thing is, I did a labs guide so long ago, and it's kind of nothing's really changed. I guess there's a lot of new players. Like there's always people cycling in and out of the game. That's the one thing that I have to remember. There's always a funny thing when you're, content creating for EFT, and it's kind of trying to hit that demographic of people. It's like, well, what's going to be a good guide and useful for people who are brand new, people who are on wipe 2, 3, 4, wipe 5, and also interesting for people who are like late wipe. It's hard to know sometimes. Can't believe they're wiping on a Tuesday. Crazy. People saying servers are back up. We will see. We will see. Chris, thank you for the prime. Thank you for the prime. Thank you, man, and welcome. Welcome. I think I need to change the text on my chat aggregator. At least the one that I see. I think the writing's a bit big. I'm going to write it down. Text on chat aggregator. It's easier for me to read the 2 chats separately. You did one a long time ago, but now you actually play and know the map from a PMC Live perspective. This is true. I still wouldn't say I'm like cracked at PvP or anything. A lot of streets guides. Current streets guides don't target new player. Maybe. Dr. Bojangles, thank you for the prime. Thank you for the prime. Thanks for the YouTube content. Been super helpful over the past year. Thanks, buddy. Did they announce next wipe? No, they're just memeing. Can you play now? It doesn't look like it. Put the chat above your face cam. Looks kind of scuffed on the left side. That's not a bad idea. Welcome to the queue.
Gold, please.
Yo, thanks for all the primes, friends. Computrune, thank you for the prime, dude. Everyone going crazy. Thanks you Gunsmith guys helping out. What you were saying, and you play more inclined to click a video from a couple of months ago than a video from a couple of years ago from Map Guide. Yeah, maybe. That's true. Has BSG ever blocked your IP? No. Oh, thanks, friends. Appreciate it. Are you a full-time streamer YouTuber? I am, yeah. I know I'm still not able to get in. We've been live for an hour and 15 minutes and I'm just stuck. Afternoon mind call. People at wildly different places? Yes. Exactly, Spencer, it's true. Both face cam would include gameplay. I do actually turn it off though for that's why I put it there, because it's a nice balance if I do want it on in the raid. But I actually turn it off in the raid now, because it makes it really hard to edit otherwise. I have to get my dailies done? Dude, I know. I wish they'd multiply armor class by 10 to match pen. It's because it matches the... Which one is it? The Ghost, is it? Ghost or whatever it's called? The Russian armor rating system, IRL. That's the reason why. Most people aren't obsessed with talking like I am. It's an obsessive kind of game. Okay, well maybe we'll restart the game as well. Maybe that'll help, but... First time catching you streaming lots of videos on YouTube. Thank you, man. How do you pull your recordings for YouTube? I actually record locally. So I record locally as well as stream out. Because otherwise YouTube compresses it. One thing that's really painful is YouTube compresses it a lot. If you're running under or 1080p or lower, then it's probably okay because they use the lower codec. But if you're running in 1440p, they use the more advanced codec, the VP9 codec, which is better for quality and less... Well, it's better compression for the same data, but it's more computationally expensive. But they only run it on Quad HD and higher streams and videos. But the issue is if you download it in VP9, I've done that before. I've actually re-downloaded one of them because something messed up. I then couldn't edit it in Premiere because Premiere doesn't support VP9 because it's really hard to edit VP9. So I was just like, gosh, I'm gonna have to actually transcode it into something that Premiere can read before I can actually use it, which is really painful, especially if it's a full stream or something. So I try not to download anything from YouTube. No, it just really doesn't work. So I record it locally. I have it recorded locally. And also it means you're not doing the compression twice, you know, because otherwise you're sending the data, then it gets compressed, then you download it, then you do whatever you need to edit it, then you send it back to YouTube, compress it again. Seems bad. Seems extra, triple bad. Triple, double, mega bad. Oh yeah, we don't want a labs access card with us, do we? These things have just become storage for all sorts of random stuff. Let's just see if we can get into a PMC raid now. I think it's unlikely, but we'll see. I guess you can't sell LEDX or Zabalo or anything like that to traders. I think it's bugged like that. Knock off offline, yeah, it doesn't seem to work right now. Handbrake, you can use Handbrake, but again, if you're transcoding it, you're losing quality again because you're having to re-encode it. Can you do something weird where you upscale the stream so you choose a different codec? I did originally, but then I bought this monitor. So I bought a 1440p monitor so that it did it natively and I didn't have to worry. That was the whole idea of going up to 1440p because people said, oh, it's going to help your gameplay and it's going to look nicer and it's going to be so smooth and all of this stuff. And I was like, yeah, that's fine. But it's not going to make me play better per se, and it's going to increase the file size. And yes, it'll look a bit better, but it's not critical, and they're kind of expensive. But then having to upscale the recordings up to 1440p to get the better transcoding on YouTube was just a real pain. So I thought it's going to be so much easier if I just have it 1440p to start with and the quality's better. It means we can stream on YouTube in 1440p native and have the recording native too. So that's what I'm doing now. It's a much better solution. Could use the org with extendo mags for the next raid. We can maybe try it at some point. Lighthouse with like long range optics? Yeah, we're not going to road camp. We're going to be doing chalet Merin runs. I should keep the Merin key with me though. I'm kind of betting that we're not going to get into this raid. If we do, then we're not going to hit Merin. Also can't sell holodilnic. There's lots of bugs with selling to traders right now. Tarkov does seem to be down, yes. Yes, indeed. What software do you use for post-editing clips? I use Premiere Pro, but if you're looking for a free version, DaVinci Resolve is free and basically has all of the video editing options that you'd need to do most stuff. I just got lured into the Adobe train. It's good, right? It's good. There's lots of plugins and things for it. Are you not playing much this wipe? I never play that much, actually, because I spend too long doing YouTube things. I spend 80% of my time on YouTube and then 20% streaming. No rush to get home, exactly. I actually had a lovely pasta salad made by the wife. She was doing an experimental recipe using tofu in the sauce. It was very nice. It was very nice. His light has a good map. It's good. It's got a lot of mixed stuff on it. It's very high. It's a bit intensive for people to run sometimes, and it's a bit of a weird map because the rogues are arguably kind of busted and need to be gamed a bit to make it make sense. It's a good map though. I think it's quite fun. I enjoyed it more once I got into it. I didn't really like it at the beginning. I think it's better now though. Org extended are the best because they don't have a loading check speed debuff. Oh, cool. I didn't know that, actually. That's interesting. I've not used the org that much. Matching 20 minutes. Have fun with Resolve and add a bunch of effects. That's probably just because it gets really CPU intensive. Can you pre-render in Resolve? That usually fixes it. If you have loads of effects in Premiere, it does the same thing. Because it just can't process it real time quick enough for doing lots of effects. Because when you actually export the video, right, it can do that bit slower than real time to get it perfect, if you know what I mean. Yeah, Resolve is really good, as far as I'm aware. I'm not using it myself, but I know tons of people that use it. As I said, Church uses Resolve to do all of his stuff at Airwing, and it's free. Yes, Adobe does know it, indeed. They also suck in some ways where they're saying they just flat out don't support certain things. And also, if you don't use their software in the way that they specifically intended, they don't care, which I find very odd. I'm no graphics person, but thought it was weird I had more levels than a Tarkov YouTuber. Yeah, because I only play on the stream, really. I do a bit offline, but mostly just hideout management. I don't play real raids. I'm a bit stuck for time to get blocks in, right? Because I've got to do all my YouTube work and then all the streaming 3 days, but I can't do any evenings right now, and the weekends are reserved for family at the minute. So I'm playing about 10 hours. I don't play a huge amount. I'd like to play more. I'd like to stream more, but I don't want to cut into the YouTube stuff because it's really, I like teaching people and I find the analysis bit interesting. I wouldn't want to sit here and do 12 hours a day playing Tarkov only. I just don't think I'd like to. I like the fact that I have a variety in what I do. Also, YouTube's really flexible. You write some script stuff, you go and have a cup of tea, you record a bit, like it's very chill. Like streaming is really fun, but you're kind of on for however many hours. Whereas YouTube, you kind of sat there by yourself, just doing your thing, you know, writing stuff, analyzing, doing some tests. I enjoyed it a lot. I enjoyed the process. Look into recommendations. Resolve. Yes, Resolve is good. Resolve is good. Always find it intriguing. You need any tips or need to ask anything, feel free, just hit me up. Ask me on Discord or whatever. Happy to help. How do you decide what topic you're going to cover? I have a big list and I write stuff in it. That's basically it. This is a joke, isn't it? I have a huge list. Oh, I should have just pressed Alt F4. Oh no, okay. I have a huge list, and then I kind of add to it, and I look through, and I have a sort of plan as to what I want to do when. And I do try, especially with more weapon-related ones, unless it's something surprising, then I try to get some raids in as well. So I sort of have a plan of like which guns I want to look at, broadly speaking, depending on what's happened and what's changed, and things that I'm interested in looking at, and maybe in particular areas or whatever. Areas of maps, that is. And then other stuff kind of intersperses in between, and I try to just keep a good mix. I think, okay, well, it's probably about the time for a class 4 guide now. Maybe it's a class 5 one. You know, have I done something about this for a bit? Let's look at something about bullets. It's usually just the progression that I go through gives me the inspiration, and then the topics kind of spring off from there. So it's what am I using right now? Oh, 556 or 56A1, or why is that good? Okay, well, you have to get to this progression and da. So I do a video about that, maybe a gun related to it. That's kind of the idea. That's how I do it broadly. And then I just write everything. I write them all down, all the stupid ideas, everything. And then I like look through the list and I go, could that be interesting? No. And then, oh, that's actually good. That's how I do it. FFmpeg to extract, concatenate, and encode. If you're just doing the basics, Mateus and Dark, I use a thing called lossless cut. It's basically the same thing. It just cuts clips. You can concatenate clips, and that's it. It's very, very simple. By the way, do you actually use Outplayed to cut clips? I tend to use 10-minute from Shadowplay, but it's quite air. I would use Outplayed if I didn't stream it using OBS. There's no point to me using Outplayed because firstly, it would clash for a start, but also I'm already streaming. I can't stream using Outplayed. So I'm already recording in OBS, right? Do you see what I mean? But I actually genuinely really think Outplayed is good. It won't fix anybody's computer magically. They won't suddenly be able to record if they can't record using the other systems. And Shadowplay is good for getting clips, but I like Outplayed because it split the raids up. That was specifically what I liked about it. And you could share on Discord, and it uses their servers. You don't have to worry about uploading, all that kind of things. I actually think Outplayed is good. I'm not sponsored by them anymore, by the way, but I genuinely think that it's good. Thank you, Hawks. Thanks for the community gifted. Who got it this time? Face Esquire. Can't support all the things, otherwise you wouldn't use more of their products. They literally don't support MKV though, as like a video format, which is really annoying. They don't support any formats that don't break as soon as something blue screens. It's really a pain. Hey, we love your YouTube content. Thanks, man. Gonna try and get Kappa? Nah, I'm not gonna bother. Why is everyone off Tarkov? Yeah, the servers just don't work. Servers just don't work. Random question. I'm working on a tool that takes in a Tarkov stream and automatically outputs individual videos of each raid. Potentially useful to content creators. Yes, I would use that. That is what I do. That is actually my process, but I have to manually go through it and find the end of the raid. So what I do is I find the kill screen for each raid. Normally, sometimes I guess it could be the bit just after the kill screen when it's the loading into the main menu, because otherwise you miss a bit of the chat. Because that's what I determine whether I keep a clip or not. But I normally go to the kill screen and maybe go a little bit after. And I cut the whole raid up into lots of parts, and I delete all the rubbish raids, and I keep all the ones where I got kills or something interesting happened or whatever, and I store those. That's exactly what I do. That would be useful for me in particular. Because keeping 3.5-hour VODs as recordings and then trying to edit them is a recipe for it just not working, you know? Let me gig if the server's going down. Dude, I don't know what's going on. Go for max traders? Yeah, Hawks, I think for most people that's a sensible thing. Because it's such a huge stretch to get to Lightkeeper, get to Kappa, whatever. I mean, you can keep questing if you enjoy it, but... Other videos? Thanks, Utkarsh. Thank you, man. Could probably automate that. Maybe, yeah. It doesn't take me very long. So I take the MKV, I transcode it to MP4, well, not transcode it even, it's it just changes the wrapper. What do you call it? Oh god, I can't remember the name now. Anyway, you turn it into an MP4 so that it can be edited, delete the MKV, then put the MP4 into lossless cut, and then I cut the raids up into each raid. And then I go and see what happened in each raid, and then I keep the raids that were good and delete the raids that were bad. So looking being able to get inspiration from you based on you doing what you like doing is quite motivational. Hey, yeah, no, exactly. I do what I like for the most part. And I do enjoy the YouTube work, I really do. I don't like being like tied down for the time. Like streaming is great, it really is, it's really fun. But you have to find a block of time that you can't be interrupted at all. Which is, you know, it's got its downsides, especially when you've got young kids and things happen. My tool also outputs number of kills. Dude, that'd be sick. If you had that, that'd be amazing. That would probably save me. That would probably save me like 10 minutes or something. Like every stream. Probably, yeah. It'd probably save me like half an hour every week. I'd love that, man. That'd be amazing. Yeah, Nikita will do anything to stop you finding CFDMs. Yeah, we just can't even play today. Oh boy, we can't even play. This is sad. Could you use that thingy where you basically mark what's important on the VOD and just review those parts? That was on Outplayed, yeah. But the thing is, I don't think I'd be able to run Outplayed at the same time as running OBS. It's much more efficient for me to do all the recording in one place. That's the problem. But yeah, I don't think that. Maybe there's an extension in OBS that lets you do that. You know what? I should look into it. I should look into it because that would actually be pretty useful. Remux, that's the one. Remux it into MP4 from MKV. That's exactly it. I might use it all the time. Nice. Ended up reaching some of the quests or end game. How does anyone even do a quest like Escort? It's really hard. That's the whole point. They're like challenges. It's supposed to be. I think Escort came. It almost came after the Snowball challenge. It was kind of almost the point of those kind of things because people were reaching for kill all of the bosses in one life and that sort of thing. Yeah. Sounds like a sick tool. Yeah, it sounds really good. Yeah. Being super focused comes with practice, though. I was super focused as well. And sometimes, even now, I get super focused still. It comes with practice being able to speak to chat at the same time. And you see people, if they're playing in duos or whatever, they just don't really talk to chat that much. Because you really can't. That's one of the reasons why I don't. One of the main reasons why I don't duo that much. Or haven't historically. I might start looking into it, but... Outplayed now marks a moment of death. See, it's cool. I really think it's cool. But I can't really run it while I'm doing OBS. That's the problem. We are aware of the technical issues. Oh, I know. Think it's worth to fully upgrade the hideout? I do. I don't know now if it's worth Bitcoin 3. Bitcoin 3 now is quite a stretch because of the 50 cards. But I think for the most part it's worth it. Especially getting to water collector. I think this still makes sense. Water filters, they're expensive, but they're still not as expensive as these. And you get... I can't remember exactly how much it is, but it takes about 60% of a water filter to produce one of these, so it's still definitely worth it. Probably one of the better money-making ones, actually, this. It's funny how hideout crafting items rise in price, because no one can play. I know, it is funny. What was your favourite late wipe event? Definitely the end of wipe one from... Was it last time where we had the antidote? So you spawned in with the toxin and you had to get an antidote from a boss, and there were 5 bosses all on customs. That was by far the best. It was so good. It was so good. Number 19 Vector with AP worth using. Could be okay. I'm not a huge fan of the horizontal recoil on the Vectors, and so it just makes it a bit tricky. We need to find the Merin key, actually. You also spray out ammo. Like crazy. Which also makes it a bit problematic. Yeah, we'll take Merin. And I guess Hillside House, why not? We'll do a cycle through everything. 90 of these. You know what? We'll probably buy APs as well. AP 6.3s. 90 of them. May as well. May as well. Why not? Got a lot of ammos in this now. Watching YouTube, we're going to sub on here for my free Prime. Thanks, Vanda. Thank you, buddy. Thank you for the Prime. I appreciate it. Appreciate you popping over and doing the extra effort, doing the extra work. We do have memberships on YouTube as well. If anyone was interested there, I was asked to set them up. I didn't have them set up originally, but a couple of people asked me to do it, so no pressure. But if you did, then it's also there. I tried to align it as much as possible with the same badges and whatever, but... Bitcoin farm right now would take about 60 days. It won't pay for itself. Yeah, probably not. Our play looks good, but Overwolf just looks dodgy and annoying. I mean, it's legit, but they're, you know, they are what they are. I'm actually not sure whether they're part of Overwolf anymore. I'm not sure. Next, no vertical. That's true. On the vector, that's true, but there's some horizontal. More so than on the MP5, for example. OP for leg meta? Yeah, it is actually. Even any point to the boost generator? Offer more expensive than Moonshine? I would say yes. I wasn't going to do it until this stuff went over 300k, 200k. Right now, these are about... Well, these are really expensive. This is silly, but that's because everyone's in their hideout. These are normally 50k, and this is normally 150k. The normally is 250 to make it. It's more expensive on the flea. Late wipe, anyway. It wasn't the case earlier. I held off making it for ages.
Gold, please.
All I use is outplayed. Yeah, no, it's good. Hey, Tarkov Fights. Thank you for the YouTube membership, dude. Thank you for the YouTube membership. Appreciate it. You are number 2. The second ever YouTube member. Appreciate the support. Thank you, buddy. 45, yeah, 45 rip is disgusting. Really is one of the fastest TTKs. What should I focus on as a new player? Questing. Yes, definitely. Focus on quests. That will get you quick levels, and that will allow you to level up and reach higher levels here, which will then allow you to access all these traders, which is the most important thing, really. 45 vector with rip. It is good. Small mags, though. 963 has been treating me really badly. Yeah, it's bad, because it won't even pen class 4. You have to hit them in the face hitbox. It's tricky. The idea is that the recoil makes up for it, but, you know, it's hard. Take off Twitch, because it makes me enter a device code every time. Just sell the water, which is already 160. That's what I did for ages. I sold the water and didn't make Moonshine until very recently when I'm trying to do it for thick cases. Worth investing in hideout? I think so, except for the 50 cards. I think it's worth it. It's probably not worth getting to Bitcoin 3 at this point, but everything else I think is worthwhile. Which 505 is your favorite? Probably the 74N or the 74U. The 74UB is technically the meta one, but when wipe? I think end of June. That's my guess. Sable water filters and sugar and rush booze. Runs all my raids the rest of the wipe. That's good. If you save the sugar, then it definitely can help. You could also sell it though, so kind of, you know. I love the MP5 SD. I think it's so good. Questing makes you learn the game. It does, because it pushes you in weird situations and weird spots. It makes you do things rather than just doing the comfortable route over and over. Jab, I don't think they really care. I love the scam case. I just do the cheap one now. I'm just trying out the cheap one a bunch. Did I restart it? I did. Sometimes this literally gives you 10x your money. Did you see MIP streaming there, by the way? If I double click on one of these items, it may well... Actually, I'm not sure if it's going to show me here. If I load up one of these items that I probably haven't looked at, you'll see it will come in low quality, and then it loads in higher quality, like that. Like that. That's MIP streaming doing its job. Quite interesting. As a low quality model to save on VRAM, and then loads in the high quality ones. Kind of funny. You got in? You got in? You got in? Let's see. Let's see. M8 or better. Yeah, I think you need 40 pen at least. IMO. Do we want to stop playing silencers? They are good. Someone's saying Nikita leaked wipe at the end of this month. I don't think so. Mateus. The double-double. Yeah, Delta Point is a bit funny for that, but most of the time it's okay. Buy sugar and water cheap early. It's a good idea. It's a good idea. I think role-playing is stupid or using purposefully underpowered because of the aesthetic. I mean, it's not min-maxing, but that's not necessarily what the whole game's about, eh? Not necessarily what the whole game's about. I know the network rework. What, maybe the end of May. We'll see. I think it'll get pushed back to the end of June. We'll see. I hope it's not the end of May, because that would be unfortunate for me, because I've got some stuff going on in the beginning of June.
Gold.
Seth, thank you for becoming the 3rd YouTube Giga Gamers member. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it, man. Got check 15 from Intel. Hey! Nice. I try MIP streaming. I turned MIP streaming on because it was blowing up the stream on GPU 3D when I was playing Lighthouse. Lighthouse breaks the stream otherwise, which is annoying. Nice Guy did take a bit of a break, but he's making stuff again now. Love the content, especially the last video. That's awesome, Nacho. The last video was kind of divisive, I guess, in some ways. I think the people who liked it really liked it, and other people who watched it were kind of about it. They were kind of impartial. It was kind of interesting to see that there's a portion of the community that really thought it was great, but less people watched it overall, which is fine. I'm okay with that. It's nice because they're slightly quicker to make, which means I can add it without detracting from the other stuff I'm doing, which is good. Which is good. Nick. Again. With the extremely loud buzzer. A server's back? Supposedly, but I'm not sure. Do you do anything with the color on your videos? I actually don't. I don't do any color grading at all. If recording gameplay using OBS, how big does the file get after a couple of raids? Do you have a dedicated SSD for recording onto? Quite big, depending on the map. So today probably isn't much yet because we haven't really been in raid. So the more foliage, the worse it is. For me, streaming for 3 hours on Woods and playing in raid a lot is probably about 150 gig. It's pretty crunchy playing on Woods only. If I play all factory, it's more like 15 gig for 3 hours. 3.5 hours, I would say. So they can get really large if you're playing only Woods. Streets is actually quite good. Like, so factory, interchange, if you're playing inside, for the most part. But factory, interchange, and streets are actually all right, because there's lots of buildings and lots of flat, easy to encode surfaces. Shoreline, outside, and resort's fine, but shoreline outside, Woods, and Lighthouse are pretty gnarly for it. Like, Lighthouse can be okay, depending if you're going inside or not. It just depends on how much you go inside versus outside. Factory and labs are by far the easiest to encode. Labs is a dream. Labs makes the files tiny. So easy, and same with factory. It doesn't seem to be working for me. I'll join once I'm no longer broke. No worries. The more stuff you have to deal with in June, the more likely it is late May. I know. Best chance to get a green card. Buying one, I think. Farm cash to buy. Yeah, farm cash to buy. Don't try to find. No problems, Bomb. Is the service coming back? You won't be able to join us, Scav, until PMC raid has gone far enough. Okay, we're gonna try and load into PMC raid though. This is kind of interesting. Oh no, it's not. I thought it was gonna stay for a minute. But no. I justify spending that money unless I found a red and sold it or something. I'm sure you could farm the money like in relatively short order. How much is a green? How much are they? Are they a lot or? Yeah, the trees just completely crush these games and the encoding. Let's have a look. Green. I haven't really been keeping tabs on how much these things are. Labs cards green. 61 million. Oh my god. Okay, yeah, don't buy that. You probably are still better off farming 61 million though than trying to find one. Actually, I don't know. It does take quite a long time to get 61 mil. You got to wait until it's lower. I wouldn't buy it at 61. Someone will put it up for lower than that. Waiting for 30 minutes to get into a raid. Yeah. Sold on earlier for 30. So yeah, if you could get it at 20, it'd be okay. Then you found 100 million 85 scav raids. How long did those scav raids take though? Because if you're talking 30 minutes, like if you're making 100 mil, I know she did it like that, and that was, you know, props to her. It was a super good job. That's Ivka. Thank you for the prime. Thank you for the prime. Yes, props to her for doing that. Honestly, she's a genius when it comes to looting and making money. But I don't know how long she was in those raids for. Let's just assume it was half an hour, and I think that's probably short as an average. If you're going to make that much, you need to really maximize it. If you're doing it for a challenge and you're doing it per raid, you want to be in there for as long as possible. But let's just say half an hour. That's like 50 raids. That's like, sorry, 50 hours of gameplay. Like if you only get 10 hours a week to play, it's going to take you 5 weeks. It's a long time of just playing Scav. I guess you could play PMC too, but I don't know. Anyway, you get my point. Oh yes, definitely not worth it. It's a vanity thing really for 61 mil. Worth getting black? Probably getting black is actually pretty good value, I think, because it's only a couple of mil on the barter, and you can get lots of money's worth out of the injectors. You can. Yellow, it's worth only 6. Nothing spawns. Yeah, nothing really spawns there. Just convinced my friend to come back to Tarkov and the servers are running into issues. I know. I'm at work. Where you go to spots for the COFDM? I'm going to the same spots that I went for Vertex. So we're going to be going to Lighthouse, Merin Key, the broken boxes around the upper chalet mainly. That's the idea. But I've not found any yet. We haven't really had a chance to. We haven't had a chance to. Former check 15 a couple of raids ago after kill 4 scavs as a scav. Nice. The scav rep is a bit pointless, yeah. The fence level 6 needs to be way better. Fence level 6 items should appear in the flea market when you're at level 6. When you're at level 2, max trader rep with fence. What color filter do you recommend? I don't use any color filters. I'm not sure. How many times do you need to loot green to make 60 mil back? I don't know. And survive, right? It's labs. Hello, Maxis. Black from Colleagues Part 3. You could do. Hillside House. I didn't see... I've only found... Isn't there only one tech spawn in Hillside House? I found one Acer in there and that was it. Servers back up? Doesn't seem to be. Same hard answer I gave him for his Vertex. Go to Lighthouse Chalets, the south one in particular. Scav at night and your off hours on your servers, or go to servers that aren't in the same time zone. Less people making Scav and PMCing easier. Yep, true. In the daytime, EU is also normally not too bad. Yeah, servers are dead right now. Servers are dead. They've been dead the whole time. But we've had a lovely Just Chatting stream, guys. It's been really fun and really lovely. I've enjoyed it, haven't you? We can talk about all sorts of things. We could genuinely sit here and just chat the whole time. It's fine. Don't know where I'd farm stims. Likely more PvP contested. Interchange night. Hillside House was actually pretty good for stims. There's quite a few stims around there, which is good. Black, violet, yellow worth? Not sure about yellow. Is it worth getting a squad of viewers and farming Lighthouse? Nah, I'll do it by myself. It'd be fine. We just need to get in. We just need to get in. I've not even tried really to find COFDMs as of yet. We did a little bit at the end of last stream on reserve, just having a wander around. We haven't tried Lighthouse yet. We've not been able to get in the game. I have questions. I'm in trouble with PvP. I heard factory is a good place to drop your gear. Any advice on PvP or factory? I should make a factory guide soon. You just have to know all the spots on factory. E-time and Gigabeef type of stream. I'm definitely able to answer more questions when I'm not playing. This is true. When the Giga community comes together and makes Tarkov stream work without Tarkov. Exactly. We have a great time. I actually enjoy chatting to everybody just in general, so it doesn't really matter if we're playing or not. EU servers dead? Yeah. Yeah. Time for geared private matches on factory. 5 spawns I saw in Hillside House. Is that Hillside? Is that actual Hillside House or the other house, the open one, the brown one? Both below the bedside table. I've only seen one under the sink. We tried learning clearing out the rogues and offline. I think it's different. I think they're different on offline, I believe. Really like your video about armor damage. Thank you. I worked for ages on that and no one watched it. Well, I say no one. That's a lie. That's a lie. It was an underperformer relative to the other videos I do. Let's put it that way. Which is fair enough. It gets very technical and a lot of people don't care. But that's fine. I care. I care. It was very precious to me, that video. No up-to-date Raiders Labs guide on YouTube? On all put extra and why? I don't think it matters that much. I'm not really sure. I'm not an expert on the graphics. Hold on, I'm losing track of chat here. There's too many questions. One sec. Got class 6 armor for Punisher 1. Would you recommend saving it for Punisher 4? Yes, I wouldn't use it for your scav. Don't use it for your scav one. How do you feel if scav on scav kills attract? I'm not a huge fan of scav karma, so I'm not sure about that. Might end up just chatting streamer. We are at the moment. No, the closed one. Really? I only found one thing in there. It's like crazy. Southern Chalet. Yeah, Southern Chalet is where we want to go. 5 spawns in Hillside? Dude, I went in like... We can go and see, because I actually have the Hillside House key around. And we can see how many times I checked it. And I literally found one Acer in there. And that was it. The whole time. I found Meldonin and Perforteran, like every raid in there. Actually, what's your old factory guide? I'm still anxious. Okay, we need to make a new one. It's actually on my ideas list. The factory guide. I've got many games banned in my country. VPNs don't work, so I'm migrating. Even for 6k, level 63. Well, that's praise there. Insane how much science and math you do. Well, you got to do it to get to the bottom of these things. I have a science background, so it helps. Yeah, so we hit Hillside House 9 times. All I found was one Acer. That was the only tech item I found. I found loads of stims in there. And we hit Merin, and we found one VPX and one Vertex. And like military cable and like MCB, that kind of stuff. Yeah, servers are not back. Yep, servers are still down. Hot tub stream. Servers are coming back up for people, just not everybody yet. No, please. Maybe we need to restart the game. I don't know. Yeah, I'm stuck on matching. Check for updates. Is there a micro patch or something? Everyone is tech house. What kind of science did you do? Physics, never professionally, but studied. Like scav karma as it is right now, enough to make you make decisions without being so strict everyone follows the rules. I still think it's too strict. I don't think there's enough choice. Can you confirm you're not just chat GP? Outsource the whole stream to chat GP. I'm just a what are they called? I can't remember. You know, the VTuber. That's it. I'm not real. I'm just an avatar. It's a really good AI avatar. ChatGPT doing all of the talking. AI doing the simulation. You try using USEC safe keys in Chalet? No, I haven't. Any good spawns for 3BG? They're all the same. There's no spawn specifically, which is the problem. Confirmed item spawn guide for each map. Armor repair kits keys. Thing is, like, I don't play enough to see the confirmation of those items. That's always the issue for me with those kind of things. It's hard. Yeah, there's a tweet, Nino. I agree. Take a best one than flashlight focus fix? No, I'm not taking bets on that. No shot. No chance. The Giga LOL stream is still an option. Dude, Giga Dotes. Tried to play some Dotes the other day, but my friends were in a 5-stack already. But the new Dota update is freaking not so. Oh no, why did I buy that? Oh, whatever. Maybe these will get expensive now? You know what? It's probably still worth it, actually. It's probably still worth it. I was on full-on autopilot. I just bought it without thinking. 30-odd K augmented guard. Rocket scientist Giga Beef. Exactly. What are your thoughts on M80 versus M61 versus M62? And is M62 worth getting over M80? I think so, because there are certain situations where it helps against class 5 armor, where M80 will struggle a little bit. You get one less shot to kill. And once money's no object, it hardly matters that it's 3 times the price. I don't think it matters too much. M80 is a stacking round for this caliber now, really. Once you get to Peacekeeper 4. So you put this underneath, and then this on top, and then M61. M61's amazing, so I would always use M61, but you could even do a full rainbow and go M61, 5 M61, 10 M62s, and then 5 M80s if you wanted to use all of your allocations and whatever. How much can you buy of each? There's only 50 and 100. Or you do it the other way around then. 5, 5, and 10. 5 M61s, 5 M62s, 10 M80s, and then that keeps these balanced, kind of thing. Any reason why the load time's so trash? Well, it's just, you just literally can't get the game right now. Touch your nose if you're an avatar. Imagine creating a horde of AI streamers. That'd be funny, wouldn't it? Dota, you enjoy Overwatch? I did, yeah. I haven't played Overwatch for a long time. What are your thoughts on 366 like the 209? They're good. 366 AP is good. It's just the recalls are so high is the issue. Like a 209, a stock 209 has the same... Well, actually, let me put it this way. A modded 209 has got the same recoil as a stock 136. Which is just mad, right? It's like... where is it? Oh, it's this. Sorry, it's this one. It's this one. So this has got 98 recoil. This has got 165. Like, it's nutty. I mean, it's good, right? The round is really good. It's like a cracked out version of M80. So it kind of makes sense. I understand, but I don't know. I mean, it's okay with when you've got 366 AP. It probably is good now because the M80s are stuck at Peacekeeper 4, so at least it gives you an option to get something similar. It's kind of like a poor man's version of the RFB with M80, kind of, and you can actually buy it. I was watching on YouTube, but it keeps cutting out. Is that you or me? Hopefully it was your side. Glad I'm finally able to see a stream when I've seen so many vids. Hey, prompted. Thanks, man. Just asked chat GPT where to get green. It mentions violet and manages death spawn. M61 M80. That's... Oh, alternate. M80 is good if you hit your shots. M62 allows you to miss more. M61 allows you to miss even more. Favorite gun right now? It's probably still the 101. Either the 101 or the RD. I like the RD. But the 101 is... I just think it's amazing. I'm trying out the MP5 SD right now, though, because I think it's fun. I think it's fun. I like the MP5 SD. Apple's done the old reset. These vodkas are never going to be cheap, are they? Nah, there's no way. What round lets you miss? It's just that with M62, M61, you only need to hit a few times. That's the thing. Tarkov servers back? Nope, not yet. How does the 209 handle with the recoil changes? The problem is it's one of those ones where it's so high that 15% doesn't help. You can't get it low enough. You just can't get it low enough. That's the problem. It's so high. Like, if the recoil was 1,000, it wouldn't help having 15% less. It's in that realm, you know? In that realm. Probably me, don't worry. Thanks, Josh. Watching on the tube? Okay. And then I remember Twitch was a thing. Hey. New and trash this game. We're going to love the MP5 SD. It's good. And it's especially good now because the cut-in recoil, I think. M8 isn't good enough against class 4 helmets at distance, though. Oh, God. Let's have a look. It doesn't drop that quick. And maybe it depends what you mean by distance. DMR distances, probably okay. Sniping distances, where it gets a bit iffy. I reckon you're probably still good to 200 meters. But let's see whether I'm right or not. Okay, so the pen at 200 meters is 36.7, so it's still a 50-50. Whether that's acceptable or not, I'm not sure. At 100 meters, it's a 39 pen. So that's like a, what's that? 55, 65, so like 73%, 74% pen chance against class 4. And then you've got the ricochet too, so yeah, you know. Depends on what you're willing to accept. But the beauty with M62 is because of that extra little bit of pen at 200 meters, you still have 39 pen. And at 300 meters, you have 36.8 pen. So that's the difference. It allows you to reach out just that little bit further. So yeah, kind of depends on what you're looking to do with it, is really the thing. Have you seen the new muzzle? I have. I'm going to do something about it. It's actually going to do something about it tomorrow. Who aims for the... Well, I mean, 300 meters, right? You just aim for the head. You can't really choose to aim for the face. You know? 209 has massive modding potential as an AK. Recoil isn't much of it. This is true. Did I craft PvP? I actually did. I'm not sure whether it's worth it. I need to test PvP. It didn't really work, PvP, when we tested it in offline. It was weird. Friends already playing, so I guess it's back in, at least in North Europe. Let's try it. We'll mod this first. Let's see how good this can get. Partly the problem is because it's AK, but it's 366, you can't do anything to the muzzle except for that, which is the issue. The absolute best build for this, why you'd ever do this, I don't know. But the min recoil build is this. As I said, this is a bit mad, so I think it's just that. Yeah. So you still have 98 recoil. This is my point, right? This is the same as a stock 136. I'd rather use a 136 with BP, but I don't know. I think modifications should have as much of an effect. I think the system should be multiplicative so that they do more at the start and less at the end. That's my feeling. Yes, VSS is really good. M62 is stupid expensive. Yeah, but money's not really a big thing, especially if you're doing semi-auto. Not as much of a problem. Oh, lighthouse. Well, we'll go. We'll go 5. Let's actually try and go. Let's try it again then. Just saw SB6 for 3k rubles at Prapor. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Unless they updated it. I know they changed it a little bit, but I don't think it's going to be that much. As far as I can see. I'll have to go and check it after this, but... I think most of 76251 sniping is underwhelming. You just use M61 if you're sniping. You don't need to use that many bullets, so you may as well use M61. No Zhukov? Zhukov's not min recoil. Zhukov's the better bang for buck, but min recoil is better with the Mesa crosshair. Nobody ever uses it because it's stupid, but the Zhukov is better. Science backer makes a lot of sense. Very well read for a YouTuber. I always find that peculiar. I'll take that as a compliment, I guess, for me. Sick burn, though, on the YouTube community. Doing the same to an AKM gets you to 39, basically. But you also get the access to the 308 muzzle adapter for the AKM platform. Troy better than CMDR? Yeah, it is. I think it's 7. Which scav case can get you a Vertex? Moonshine, if anything, but it's super rare. Oh, it's 4.5. Oh, I thought it was 7. Why was I thinking 7? Maybe I'm thinking about it with the Bastion. I don't know. I don't know. Are you playing? I'm not. I'm currently not. Does recoil affect the recentering time of your reticle when shooting single shots? No, it only affects the up. Only consider Mesa crosshair from going from min recoil SA58. Yeah, true. It's a compliment. Thanks, buddy. Patient simulator today. Yes, it is. MP5 on Lighthouse? Yeah, why not? We're just going to go shallows. We're not going to the road camp. I was going to use PvP and AP 6.3 in this. I just play some offline. Practice till it gets better. Yeah, that's a good way. Love just rocking the ultra modded 209s. They always come back in insurance. 366 is super cheap and the stopping power is insane. Full auto is useful at anything higher than 545. That's not strictly true. I think RD and a mutant with the BP is really good. Only fish or only chips? Oh god, that's hard. I'm actually a bit funny about fish and chips. I'm like, no, I'm kind of take it or leave it. I don't know which I prefer more. I'd probably go for chips, I suppose. I don't mind fish, battered fish. I don't really like the batter that much. Chips with vinegar and salt, though, are quite nice. I can confirm SV6 is 3137 rubles from Prapor. That's mental. Any clue what's happening? It's just broken. I like playing against people. Exactly, Oryx. Tea time with Giga. Yeah. How to convince yourself to get work done? What I try and do is I try to set myself a time and say, how much can I get done by this time? And I just block everything off. I turn my phone over and I just go for it. And that helps. And once you're started and once you get momentum up, then it helps a lot. Getting to the point of the white where goofy and funny guns are better because they're always returned. Maybe, yeah. I perform better with the VPO, the 215 than I do with any of the meta snipers, as we figured out last stream. Yeah, we are currently working on it, exactly. That was a while ago, though. Watching your videos like going to class or like attending, they always feel academic in format. Yeah, I guess that's true. I did see somebody talking about me on Reddit one time, and someone was like, yeah, it's kind of like going to maths class, though. I was like... RDM mutant are pretty hard to get for max traders. Yeah, true. This is true. This is very true. Midlands fish and chips is probably garbage. It honestly probably is. Being able to spam APM with 30 rounders is satisfying. Yeah, it's good. It is good. It is good. Maybe we should try it a bit more. The armor damage on AP 6.3 is not AP 6.3. Sorry, I got the MP5 on the brain of 366 AP is actually really high, and it's amazingly good against class 5, which surprised me when I looked at my little calculator thing. Odd question. I'm from South Africa. Do you think it would be hard to acclimate to an EU server from a low population Africa? I don't really know how full it is on your server, so I'm not sure. I think it would probably be fine, especially after they've consolidated the servers now. It's probably not going to be that much different. It depends when you play. If you play weekend, then it's going to be crazy, but that might be the same for you anyway. Can you get Lennox in Scav case? In theory, in Moonshine, but it's super rare. Yeah, no one can find a redhead. We're all stuck. Yep, game's still down. Any recommendations for armor to use? I have all traders to level 3 and still have no ideas of what to use. Once you get Ragman to level 3, I'd start using class 5. You can go and watch my class 5 armor guide, which will tell you. But you can start by using... If you don't know at all, then I would normally just use the Gazelle. Maybe the Corund Barter if the diaries are cheap. But if the Gazelle is the same price, then I'd just pay for the Gazelle if I was you. That's what I'd use. And maybe the A and AM2 if you want to go class 4, but I don't like going class 4. It depends what your economic situation is. If you want to go class 4, the A and AM2 has one of the cheapest barters, and it's a really good class 4. But class 4 kind of sucks because everyone pens it with all their bullets now. Only I could load into factory raid 1 minute ago. How long's it been down? All morning, ever since I clicked go, which is extremely unfortunate. What craft did you spam for military factory? Yeah, Moonshine, yep. Yep. He gets addicted to the 366, the mega will change overnight. Meta, yeah. Server list empty. Damn! Come on, the game. Come on, the game. Yeah, what happened to the game today? We don't know. I'm a sniper main. Should I use a pistol or SMG as a secondary? Because I don't know if the weight of the SMG will matter much. Just make sure you don't go overweight, is all I would say. Just try to make sure you don't go overweight. I don't like pistols. I don't think they're very effective. So maybe use an MP7. I was using this. I was using this MP5 SD as a backup. That's how I ended up starting to use it, because I killed 2 people with this rather than using the bolty. I was supposed to be doing Tarkov Shooter 7, but people popped up within 45 meters and I ended up killing them with this gun. But the MP5 SD is really light. I'm in. God. You guys are just sitting here watching him load forever. Yep. That's what's happening. But we're having a chat. They're not sitting here watching me load. They're sitting here having a lovely conversation with me. We're having a great time. And they nerfed armor repair kits. Yes, you can see on the price that that's also the case. Probably for the best. They were definitely worth it. They're even worth it now at 600k. 4-minute matching timer. Restart the game. Okay, well, let's just try and restart it. Any other game you want to play? Not really. You're telling me you wanted to play and suddenly broke? I know. What else would I play? What else should I play? I don't know. I don't know what else I'd do. Thank you. What weight should I aim for? Anything that's under your limit. Basically. So long as you don't go overweight. It depends on your level of strength. SMG just for the weight. Well, with the bolty, I would say so. I need to maybe I need to even just like close the launcher. Let me like re-log in. Let's do it. Prompted. You mad? You mad? Play Cycle? They even have it installed. Stalcraft, Roblox Tarkov. That sounds mad. Started using one just now. What's the benefit for gold armor when max level? There's like what do you mean the enhancements? There's some enhancements, but it's damage reduction is the main one. But I don't think they make that much difference. What's the least ethical thing to do in Tarkov? Killing a teammate as a scav if you've been through the whole raid together, and or extract camping, I would say. Insurgency? Cycle Daisy, I would need someone to help me get into. Daisy, I can't just get into that randomly. Show the sweater collection. Unfortunately, it's upstairs. I have another one here. Actually, I do have a couple down here. Got in Scav Lighthouse. Well, let's just sit on it and just see if we can get in. Let's just try it again. No servers. Pretty good at Rust? I haven't tried it, no. Again, yeah, Rust, I just don't think I can play Rust. I can't invest the time in it is the issue. Are you the beefiest giga? I am. And I wish we could find the COFDMs if we were even given the opportunity to get into Raid. What was that mobile Tarkov thing Church was on? He was on Lost Light. He was on Lost Light. Arena Breakout is fun as well. That's pure mobile though. That's not. There's no PC version, which is the problem. But Arena Breakout is honestly not bad. My phone sucks though, so I can't really play it. Just like mobile FPS is a bit weird though. The controls are a bit weird. Morning, Sean. We can't get in, dude. Keta sidearm. Yes, that's good. Best way to get an item case? Use the barter. Use the therapist barter. They're actually not that expensive. Got a reserve raid 2-minute search? Okay, let's see. You have beef with anyone? No, actually. I'm almost the most anti-beef person ever. Rust, Ark, etc. People who post wild clips of 40,000 hours already? Yes, it's true. Total lockdown? I haven't. What's that? One with a lot of games like Rust, you have to treat it like a full-time job. Yeah, because other people, so some other content creators talking about Tarkov, saying the beauty of Tarkov is that you can dip in and out of Tarkov. Like, you have to play consistently, but you don't have to play it 24/7 to actually do well in that particular kind of server or whatever. Would you try Ghost of Tabor? I really want to, actually. Is that just on Steam? You have to play that. You have to play that in VR though, no? Also disparity between built weapons recon base. It's too much. It needs to be multiplicative. Technically, you could emulate on PC. Oh, it's a lot of work though, isn't it? Annual dip into Rust. Yeah, I've only played it for like half an hour. One time, like 10 years ago. I used VSS 2 weeks ago. They've now nerfed the ammo. Expensive for a reason. If you don't have time to invest, how long did level 45 take you? Well, since the start of the wipe to now. Hey, look, we're in! We're in! Hooray! 2 hours and 13 minutes into the stream, we're finally into our first Lighthouse raid. Woohoo! Do you think people need help getting into Tarkov like you do with DayZ? Kind of. But DayZ, you have to basically play modded servers and stuff, so there's even more. You can play Tarkov without downloading stuff and like figuring out random things. You just need guides for Tarkov. You play the base game when you play Tarkov. On DayZ, that doesn't seem to be the case. I'm a complete non-expert. But your channel was one of the few stayed away from all the drama. Oh god. Chat of the scavs. I know what you mean. It was a bit of an exhausting period. Giga Chicken might show up. Yeah, gotta watch out for Giga Pork. Not sure about Tabor and the kit VR setups just to play. I've got a CV1 Oculus, so I could play it on that. Guns! Cheers, Giga finally found you on stream. Thanks, buddy. Welcome, welcome. Giga success. Instantly beamed by the stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna have to. The chat interaction's gonna go now. I'm sorry, guys. Okay. We'll go this way. And we'll just die to somebody because we're using the MP5 SD and we don't hit them in the face. Tarkov easy to pick up and have a semi-viable time. Yeah, because you can play your scavs and stuff, right? If you're a new player. DayZ, Rust can be brutal. Yeah, indeed. I just don't even understand the meta around how you play DayZ. I played it for 4 hours with some friends. We used to play DayZ Alpha, the one that was the Armor 2 mod. And we picked it back up 10 years later. The game seems just as buggy and glitchy as it was when we first played it like 10 years previous. And we ran around, nothing was the same. The start was incredibly hard, and you just had to run down roads trying to find rocks. A very specific kind of rock. We looked up a couple of guides, and we just gave up. We just thought, we can't be bothered. Can't be bothered. I kind of wanted to carry on and beat it, but everybody else was... You know... Everybody else was wanting to do something else more productive with their time. Right, factory with MVGs. I still think quests are better. You just don't get enough XP from PvP. IMO. Are you using RIP? Now I'm using AP 6.3. I should really be using PvP, but downstream means you can't keep it with 2 chats and play at the same time. Ha 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 ha. This is fun. You need a good server, friends to play with, and too much time. Yeah, exactly. Ever heard of Ready or Not? I've heard of it. Never even seen it, though. Not even seen it, so I really don't know. Server list is empty. I just kept restarting and eventually it worked. I think it's coming back up a little bit for some people. One is more brutal, Tarkov as Daisy. I'm going to be interested to see what people say. Tarkov is more brutal, but it's better than running. You do run a lot in Daisy. There's a lot of running about in Daisy. Here and here. Like, Daisy was great when I was a student and had all the time in the world, and you could basically play it like real life. But outside of that, it's very, very hard. You actually just have the time. Yep. Basically, everyone seems to just say modded servers for Daisy. It is. Bitcoin! Ready or Not's good. I don't know. Daisy's just so jank. Yeah. That was the size of it when we tried to play. Just seemed super jank. Which was a bit sad, honestly. Because it was super jank back when I played the first time. So to see it still be super jank now is really disappointing. Amateur double hockey? No, I still got it on. Still got it on. Like I took Daisy in to steal the best bits. That was kind of the idea. Does BSG communicate about the problem? Kind of. They put a note out saying that they were working on it. Yeah, I have it on 5. My med key. Tarkov through uni? Yeah, I know, can you imagine? Streamer loot. Well, it's chalets. We're supposed to be finding these good things. Oh, let's go upstairs to the bedroom first. I'm actually amazed that no one else has come here. VPX. Yeah. Let's see. The butt coin. Yeah, exactly. The stuff can be on these, the sides. I think that's it for that bit. I did actually watch some loot stuff for this map, so now I kind of know a bit about where things might be, which is good. Yeah, I was really disappointed with how scuffed it was. Actually really disappointed. Maze, if there's anyone in your server. There's someone. I don't think there's anything can be in there. Oh, what was that? Is that? Am I just tripping, or was that a little red dot? A white dot. Not sure. But yeah, that was the mag that I threw down. Did we look in here already? Not yet. Often I feel like I could really do with a flashlight. Imagine no one else loaded in. You're the only one on the entire server. Well, that'd be wonderful, wouldn't it? It'd be fantastic. Favorite map? I'm not even sure at the moment. I've been switching around between so many different maps. I'm not even sure. Servers are still fried. Yeah, who knows? We'll probably find one and then not even be able to leave the raid. It'll just reset us or something. Where's servers back? Maybe. I'm in at least. I'm playing. And this is live raid. This is a real raid. But it still seems a bit scuffed. Is that not a box? Okay, nothing of real interest down there. Cat something up here. I skip cinema room. Oh yeah, we'll go back in a sec. Trimadol. Nice one. I just missed it out. In here. How did I miss cinema? Where is it again? Is it all the way down? Where is it? It's not in here, is it? Oh, it's in here. Yeah. Can stuff be in here? I've never seen anything in here. Started out with the OG mod, played a lot, tried it this year, surprised how jank it was. Yeah, it seemed awful, right? And the base game, I don't know what they've done to it, but the base game seems to be practically unplayable. Oh god. Here they come. We've got to judge this just right. All right. God damn it, scabs. Okay. All right. Technically holding the door is correct. This is Tarkov. I know. This is the thing. You have to make sure that you don't just get like desynced, because if you're holding the angle, they'll see you before you see them, is the problem. This is the main issue with playing against scavs though. Is that scavs will just like fry you completely if you don't have any stomach protection. That's the main problem. This is nice to be able to like min-max these, because you can cancel the animation with the heal, but you can do some of it like in tandem. You see what I mean? Like the animation is cancelling while you're reloading and stuff. Like this is it's a nice way to, you know, do both at the same time. Right, and let's do PvP in the top. Yeah, scavs are scary without stomach. Exactly. They got like shotties and all sorts of horrible things. But you can see here, we've basically got, you know, no damage on this, but... Alright, okay. So intel in the cinema, where do we think... Where is the spawn? Were you guys saying? We got a little sidetracked. Maybe we'll pick this up in a second, I don't know. Mine actually came in, yeah. I did actually manage to get in on this raid. Where was the other guy? Oh, he was here. Yeah. I will take the CSA. best worst rig. I think it's amazing. I love this rig. I think it's great. Yeah, nice little min-max rig. CSA is good for storage actually. In between the chairs. Wow. Double labs cards. Look at that. Wow. Wow. Anywhere or just where? These ones? These middle bits. Anyway, don't know. Let's leave before we get more scavved. Okay. Did you craft the PvP? I did. Do I think it's worth it? Probably not. But I want to use the MP5 SD. I wouldn't just try it. If I'm honest, I wouldn't just try it. But I'm sort of testing it out, kind of. So. Yeah, they both had labs cards. I know. Get beamed by the goons up there. Four worst optimized maps. Lighthouse, streets. And then... don't really know. Maybe reserve? I'm not sure. Basically, it's just lighthouse and streets, mainly. What's the best SMG you can buy for... ammo that you can buy from level 3 traders? That, my friends, would certainly be the MP7 FMJs. For sure. FMJs is extremely good. AP 6.3 level 3? Yes, it's level 3 now. Can you teach us how you peek? Let me try and do it after this raid. I don't do the quick peeky thing because I think they'll block that. Maybe this is risky going out here, but I feel like if there ever was a raid to risk it, it's this one. So hopefully there'll be no one here. It's for killing bosses. I guess like know where the areas they spawn and make sure that you... you know what? Oh no, I didn't bring paracord. Well, make sure that you know the areas where they spawn, and then you're really careful in those areas or avoid it. Also, like throwing a grenade and then you hear the voice line. That's like one surefire way to know. Didn't know it was a filter spawn. Neither did I. Stream a loot. Should we just leave? We could go in Hillside, I suppose. And when forward to filters were 40k. I do. Unfortunately. COFDM on reserve for less than streets. Yeah, that's the idea, I think. What kit do you run with the Scav Vest Balaclava combi for Punisher? MP7 with 20 rounders can work, but it's how I did it. It's unorthodox. Lots of people don't like it. The alternative is something like RFB. That can work. And like honestly, SVD with SVD is honestly not bad with 10 rounders. Yeah, servers are down for a lot of people. It's not just you. Buy your water filters, you craft them? I buy them. I don't think the craft's worth it, is it? Maybe it is now? I haven't even looked at it, actually. Anything in this one? I don't think there's anything in this room, is there? Not really. Where's that scav? I thought he was going to go the other way. I nearly messed that up. Right. The place stuff can be, apparently. Apparently not today. Right. Reload this guy. Use any Windows optimizations? Not really. I don't think so. Other room with the PC? Like a scav. Let's see, gonna do a full guide on killing the bosses. Dude, I wish I could kill enough bosses to make it worth doing the guide. That's kind of the problem half the time. There's so many guides I'd love to do. And the one that people miss is by the PC. Well, this one. Or this one. One in here. I don't think there's anything here today. Doesn't look like it. No, I think we're going to go into Hillside. Try and get in here. Do this one and then we can leave. We pass to Shoreline. No, it's not been hit. So there's that. Best part to do scav runs? Streets or lighthouse, I would say. But to be honest, even reserve can work. MP5, accuracy by volume. Yeah, exactly. Don't recognize the hands and arms. I'll show you when we get out, remind me. Nothing in there. Nothing there. Freaking nothing here. This is the one place I just find like loads of stuff in. Oh yeah, I'm in the wrong menu. Just find loads of stuff in here, in this sink. Seems to be something in that sink every single time I come, and nothing else. I never find like tech in here. Or the other one. Don't know, guys, don't know. Alright, let's go. Got enough stuff to be happy for now. Actually, let's go back through this bit. Not safe to go this way. Rather be inside the cover of this, at least. Yep, the deck chair. Big video of X task. Give you 6 million rubles just finding a keycard. Never find loose loot. No, I don't know. Up. Yeah. Yeah, streets is just crammed full. And as scav, you get 4 extracts, and they're really easy to get to, which is a beaut. British sass drip. I like this one. I like this outfit. It was good though, because chat reminded me to actually bother, because I hadn't bothered until then to buy any of the outfits, so this is my usual one. Simply do not play Lighthouse since I went there. You can play all around chalets though. Right. Okay. Well. For King and Country. I guess it's now King and Country again, isn't it? Just reminds me of the Red Alert 95 Spy. For King and Country. On my way, indeed. One of my favourite games, Red Alert 95. Such a game. Palaver you to the gut. No wonder I got pulverized. Holy moly. I prefer Queen. I know. It's a shame, isn't it? Yeah, servers do seem to back up. Yeah, they do seem to back up. Any idea why they went down? Don't know. Vodka in the CPU fan. Guess it is King and Country, but for Queen and Country is better. We all know it. I know. Just it sounds weird otherwise. Okay, so double labs cards. They can go in my big things box. Bitcoin and a thingy-mabobbin. Some of these guys. We got all the stuff that we didn't need. But it's fine. EPX, Raptor. I mean, it was pretty good. It was good for money. I just don't really, unfortunately, care about money. Is the problem. Yeah? Did it go back in my pouch? Well, I guess it must have done. I was going 20-20-10. That was my loadout. And 10, 10, 10, I think, in these. Oops, 11, that'll do. Got a real rainbow mag mixture going on. Just switched over. You're coming so much better? Yes, because of the bitrate. Yes, Adam. Because of the bitrate. Do rogues on Lighthouse not shoot you, Sex? They won't shoot you from quite as far if you leave them alone. Is the deal. So they will still shoot you, but you have to kind of go a bit closer than the bears. It's as if bear plays as if you're aggroed permanently as a USEC. So they will kill you, but it's not quite as obnoxious, basically. You gym twice without bad effects? Yes, you can. I actually didn't, but you can. I only went in once. I was testing to see whether it screwed it up or not. Oh no, I did do it twice. Oh no, I did do it twice. I tell a lie. Yeah, so I'm using this. I'm using USEC Aggressor and USEC Sage Warrior. I like the way it looks. I've always liked this one, especially this top. I like this top in particular. And if you have like similar looking kits, then it looks pretty good. I like the MP5 SD though, it's fun. It feels cool. Right, the RC2, how much is this? Oh, there are none in here. Okay, well I can't put it up anyway. This is the one for the AUG. Oh yeah, we were saying maybe we'd use the AUG, but I'm probably not going to be honest. These are quite expensive. These are Rapdars, because they're the meta one.
Gold, please.
Do you have to time it? Time what? Construction complete. Insufficient funds. Cannot comply. Building in progress. I played way too much Command and Conquer, seriously. I played way too much. We got Trimadol as well. Trimadol's actually a maybe for the case, but I don't know. I should probably take Meldonin out because I don't really need Meldonin per se. How many COFDMs? 0. We've not been able to play because the servers have been down. Unfortunately. Okay. We need to heal. Get a heal on. And we need to eat food. So we've changed the meta around eating and drinking now. We're now going to eat sugar. And drink water, which is what we were doing before. But then we can craft the sugars into moonshines. So now I wonder with these, is it worth how much are the water filters right now? What's the going rate? 170? Yes, we're definitely going to do that. I'm going to pitch that out there because they will come once everybody's not in a hideout anymore. It'll be a lot cheaper than that. So we're going to get rid of that now. RC2. I wonder if we could get away with something like 40k. We could probably even get away with more than that. Oh, there we go. Someone bought it instantaneously. It's like a weird meta game, isn't it? Right, right, let's go. So we got everything? We fully loaded out? Yeah, I think so. I could probably do with a laser on my gun, but it's fine. It's fine. MP5 or MPX? MP5, 100%. Transmitter things on reserve? Yeah, they are quite rare, yeah. Scav Raid is wonderful. What's the Wi-Fi camera model out of Raid? I've not seen it. Easy Job Part 1. I think you just have to shoot just random... I think you just shoot any rogues. I think you can just kill any of them. CNC95 was the best one? It was good. Never played too much CNC, especially the older ones. Siberian Sun was good. I tried to replay it though, and the resourcing is really slow. We just managed to get into a raid, by the way, so we were playing live for a minute. Only Command & Conquer played was Tiberian Wars, which is good. That was the one where they took away bases though, so... Giga coming with a consistent watch while making food stream once again. Game working? It did just then. No, I sold it for 799. So did I put an extra thing? I didn't actually put it in though, right? It's a recall number for when you don't lose sight picture when shooting like 100. It's probably around 100 somewhere. I've shot guns IRL. I've shot the two British ones. I've shot the SA-80 on semi and the cadet version, the L98, which is like the not even semi-auto. It's like, you know, manually, whatever you call it. I'd hit 15, which seemed to be a good beam weapon. What do we think, guys? What's a good low recoil weapon? Super low recoil. Like full auto? I don't know, like Vector, I guess, is pretty low. The ammo's not great, though. Gotta get a 3 BTG. I don't know. Did it take a while to get in? Not last time, no. But it took me like 2 hours to get into a game originally. You do need 5 total, you do. Red Alert was a lot of fun. It is good. It's good. Oh, part 1 marking the helicopter. Oh, okay. Yes, that's true. Oh, I just do it late when everyone's killed them already. Were you enlisted? No, I was in the cadets. I was in the cadets. Air cadet. Cadet 95 GP. Remember all the field stripping for that and everything. Can you join raids? Yes, we just managed to get into one, yeah. Tried doing offline and died to a roaming pack. It's easier online because a lot of people kill all the rogues for you. Yeah, high electronic spawns in check 15. Yeah, I know, but you gotta like PvP like crazy. You have to do that on Lighthouse too, but... Possible to find Vertex outside of water treatment? Yes, you can do Merin, you can do upper like South Chalet, you can do... You could do Hillside House, in theory. MP5 still feeling good? We haven't been in that much PvP with it yet. Definitely not high-end PvP, so I'm not sure. You've just got to hit your headshots. US Army never met Brit through the military, but met a few Koreans. Nice. That's cool. I met a bunch of US Army when I did... There was a big march that we did, and it was, you know, one of the big like European marches where all the militaries went. Not many cadets went, but we did. It was very cool. Met some US guys there, which was fun. Back when I was like 16. Cool. Air Cadet 2, did you ever get to NCO? Yeah, because it was part of our school, so I ran it with a mate of mine in 6th form, which was fun. It was honestly, it was more fun being like a more senior unranked kid, basically, because you didn't have any responsibility, but got to be kind of know what you were doing. But like actually having leadership responsibilities made it less interesting. Air Cadet's part of the military? I don't think so strictly. I'm not sure exactly what the full affiliation is. I mean, they are in some respect, but not really. It's a marketing tool for them, right? No worries, Nia. 100% got to flight sergeant, then aged out. Yeah. They need to fix horizontal in the MCX and the org. They're not that bad now. They're not too bad now. Navy boy, met some quality Brits. I have a friend. I actually have an IRL friend in the Navy at the moment. ROTC? Is that like USA cadets or something? Or JROTC? I don't know what that is, but... US, there's 2 types of cadets. Cadet officer program, which is a junior officer. Okay. Like in the UK, there's actually like a couple, because there's CCF, which is the combined cadet force, which is normally run through schools, I think. I don't think you can get in any other way. Maybe, there might be standalone ones, but the standalone ones are normally... So like for ours, like CCF, like RAF CCF was like the flight part of ours, and we had the 3 forces within our school. And there were also like external organizations like ATC, which is Air Training Course, and they were like the sworn rivals of like the RAF CCF. It's quite funny. Junior Reserved Officer Training Corps. Okay. It's to get groomed into joining the military. Yeah. Basically cadets. Yeah, so it's basically the same thing. Yeah, it does sound like military can be okay sometimes. You're just a bit locked in, but it's an okay life if you can get into the right job, I think. I'd leave you stream yesterday. Have you completed Tarkov 7? I did. It was a cracker raid, and we actually killed 3 people. So we could have completed Shooter 8 if we'd had it. Unfortunately, wasn't the case. But COFDM? Oh, I don't even know. What is it? Some kind of weird radio that Lightkeeper and Mechanic want. College version called ROTC, which is an actual commitment to serve. Oh, I see. I mean, yeah, cadets is nothing like that. There's no commitment. Active duty Air Force. Currently, just got my first duty station. Hey, nice. Hi, Ursine. How's that you're not Twitch partner? I don't know. I don't even want it now. I don't even want it anymore. It doesn't do anything. There's literally no point. It makes no difference. I did apply one time, but they said no, and I'm not going to apply again. CFTM in 2 to 3 raids on the streets. I found them multiple times a day. Where though? Are you going into check 15 room? Where are you going, Travis? Artillery and combat engineer? Yeah, that seems okay. Depends on what you're doing, right? Server's down again. We managed to play 1 raid. 4 minutes for factory scav and still waiting. We got 1 raid on. And 2 others on reserve. RBRS and near D2. Yeah, we did try a bit of that, but a lot of people were saying that reserve is lower spawn rates than on Lighthouse, and there's less spawns. Yeah, it's like a ham radio. Yeah, exactly. What is it? Let's find out. COFDM. Coded orthogonal frequency division multiplexing. Is that what it is in Tarkov? Military COFDM wireless signal transmitter. Provides a digital signal across 1,000 or more carriers simultaneously. Signals are sent at right angles to each other, hence orthogonal, so they don't interfere with each other. Clever. Mix of the place to be. Hells yeah. Yeah, it's taken ages. Do you have a Patreon? I do. I do. There you go. That's my Patreon. US Navy on submarines. Got out after 6 years. Spent a lot of time in Scotland. Hey, yeah, Scotland's really nice. Edinburgh in particular is great, but even places like Glasgow are getting much better, actually. Do you play other games? Not on stream. What else do I play off stream? Sometimes I play Dota 2 with my IRL friends. Otherwise, not really that much. What am I playing at the moment? Oh, I'm actually playing a bit of modded Minecraft right now, but just like offline with friends again. How long have you been waiting for? I'm not sure. It seems like it's broken again. Let's try and restart it. Server's down again. Sad. When they added ads to affiliate streams, I wish there wasn't affiliate anymore. I know. I know what you mean. Where are you looking? We're looking on Lighthouse. Into planes? Not hugely, actually. I did a little bit of flying, but I'm not hugely into planes. I'm not that knowledgeable. I don't mind planes. I'm just not hugely knowledgeable about them. Well, what we're going to do, guys, this is like, we're actually just going to end up running out of time and finishing up and having played one single raid. But you know what? We had a nice time. Honestly. Modern Minecraft is great. Yeah, we've been playing the Tekkit revamp, Tekkit 2. Which is really cool. And then me and a friend, like, we're so faddy, right, within my IRL friends group. Everyone's gone, oh, it doesn't feel like the real Minecraft, and like people are busy, and people have real lives, not just play video games. God, I don't know. Unbelievable, eh? It's unbelievable. So anyway, me and a friend who's like slightly more keen, we started playing Greg Tech New Horizons, because it's super hard, and there's like a billion things to do. And it's quite, yeah, we're just a couple of hours in. That sounds. Did that not press start? Holy moly. Start, please. Are these cheap yet? No, not yet. But we do need to craft, these. Those are cheap medical tools. We're going to craft our busted car kits into CMSs. Out of the scav case? Yeah, you can do hideout. Lots of people could do hideout, but no one can get into the actual game, unfortunately. Actually, there's no point even going into scav. We'll try and recheck in as PMC. In the UK, I've had disconnecting to like a few times now. 7 minutes when it won't connect. Yeah, it's just broken. It's just broken. Today's stream title should have been Coffee Talks with Gigabeef. I know. How's streaming when you have IRL gaming friends, which is balancing like hey, I'm working? I mean, everyone's at work in the day, and I stream in the day. So, it's kind of no biggie. And like, I don't know. Also, no one wants to. I solved the problem because no one wants to play Tarkov. We used to play Tarkov together, but like everyone gave up. So it's not an issue. It's a non-issue. Yeah, no one's buying anything, are they? Why would they? First wipes I'm a bit slow. That's fine. You just got to take your time and not worry about it too much. Second wipe is really where it starts, you know, because then you understand what to do. Coal and supply drop? Yeah, maybe. Didn't know Tekkit 2's a thing. Been stuck on Feed the Beast Revelations. Well, Tekkit 2 is also like crazy out of date as well, but it's more up to date than the original Tekkit. Someone's actually looking at it. What version is Tekkit 2? I can't remember now. It's still really old. That's what people are complaining about. Tekkit 2 is now what? Where is it? Come on. Minecraft 1.12.2 is Tekkit 2. So it's a little bit later. Watch anime? Nah, I'm not an anime guy. Do you think that the waiting to level up before you get to the good stuff is right? I think more stuff should be in raid. I don't mind it, but I think more stuff should be in raid. What do you do apart from streaming? I spend a lot of time with the family. I have 2 young kids under 3. I have a 6-month-old and a 2.5-year-old. They take up a lot of my time. A lot of my time. So I spend, 10 hours a week streaming. I spend most of the rest of my working time all on YouTube. Then I play some games in the evening with my IRL friends, and the rest of the time I'm spending with the family and stuff. It's like helping with everything. It takes a long... It's very, very time intensive. If you don't have kids, then, I wouldn't expect you to understand, because I really underestimated it when I had kids, just how much time it takes. Like, there's a lot of things that are... They're not hard in and of themselves. They're just really time consuming, right? You expect to be able, like, when you first have a kid, it's like you expect to be able, they eat every hour and a half, and you're like, okay, that's fine. So you feed them, and then you have an hour and whatever to do something. But like, it ends up not being that way, because it takes them 45 minutes to get through like a bottle, and then they need to be changed, and then they need to you're trying to get them to sleep, and then by the time that you've done all that, it's time to feed them again. It's like, it's crazy. So So no, I helped the wife out a lot with the family and stuff. That was kind of like part of why I wanted to come and do this away from my old work, was because it gave me the more flexibility to come and like be with the family and help out and stuff. Whereas in my old life, I was just busy all the time, so I really wouldn't have seen them. So that was kind of that's kind of the point. That was kind of the point. So yeah, I just spent a lot of time like helping with family stuff. I have an 8-month-old, so I feel you. Yeah, I do. Have we been able to match in? We've been able to match into one. We've been able to match into one. One raid. Is YouTube streaming sustainable? I don't know what you mean. I think it's fine. Yeah, I think it's going quite well so far, I would say. Kids both under 4. I love them. 10-month-old daughter's getting close to walking. Nice. They develop very quickly after 6 months. The first 6 months is really grindy. What's wrong with the matching today? The game servers just busted. Is the problem. You full-time streaming YouTuber? Yes. 80% YouTuber, 20% streamer. That's the way I'd describe it. Gets easier, will take about 10 years. Indeed. It'll be easier once they're both kind of sleeping through more regularly, you know? That's the thing. Like, with the 6-month-old, it's just brutal. Until they get to about a year, and then it's kind of fine. Because, like, once the 2.5-year-old goes to bed, then she's kind of sorted. Like, sometimes she wakes up, but she's not up, like, every sort of couple of hours, you know? It's nothing new. We played one Lighthouse raid. Still able to match into a lobby? Just the one. Solo Chad, Lone Wolf. How long did you take to get to full-time YouTube streaming? It took me a lot of preparation IRL over many years. And then within this particular thing, it took me 2 years to get to the point at which I thought, like, this is probably feasible on YouTube. I try, Sean. I try. My sister has a 2-year-old and she's much more sane than she used to be. That'll happen. 6 months at the beginning of the month. Wild how fast they go from no head control, almost crawling, be able to sit up on their own. I know, it's nutty, right? 8-year-old and a 4-year-old? That's okay, right? At that age, that should be alright. Right? Please tell me it's alright. 3 questions away from Kappa. I'm trying to get the guide today, then I need Shoot Spawn and Lagoons. Damn, I'd rather do the guide than the other 2. I'll tell you that. I tell you that. 6-month-old is brutal for the mum. Well, especially for the mum, yeah. But let me stop you right there. Don't ever forget. Small children, small problem. Big children, big problem. Indeed. Semi-unrelated, if anyone's IRL friends that quit Tarkov on them, I got the game this white with 4 friends, pretty much only me and 1 other still play. Yeah, I played with a group of like 5 or 6 people at the beginning as well. I got everybody into it in the first place. I got to Kappa with a friend who burned himself out getting it, and then he never wanted to play again. So I think that happens to a lot of people. I think that's maybe why the Tarkov community ends up being... I know that it's changed a bit over the years, but I still feel like that may be why the Tarkov community is kind of tight in some ways, because people are sort of forced to go out and meet other people because a lot of their own friends, it's just a filter. There's a certain percentage of people that just will not make it through, and it's about 50%. You know? It takes a certain kind of person to want to play this game for the long term. Oh, man alive. 4-year-olds. Born of Satan, 8-year-olds easy. 9-year-old, 6-year-old, 1.5. Wow, that's a real spread. 1.5 after having a 9-year-old is that's real courage. How's the hunt going? We only managed to play 1 raid so far, Raptor. Yeah, first 150 is tough. 4-year-old and terrible 2s for about 3 years. Up at full price for beta. Thing is, right, you have to explain to them that unless you've played like 100 hours at least, you won't notice the bugs, right? You'll be too busy having your ass kicked. Obviously, it's different when the servers aren't working, right? This is really unfortunate. How does YouTube income work? Is it only based off subscribers, likes, views? It's literally so YouTube in and of itself, it's literally just ads. Just ads. So it's based on views. Subscribers don't mean anything anymore because shorts have they've like amped people's subscriber count up like crazy. But it's really just views. Views is king on YouTube. Views is king. That works. Basically it. Try again. Just try again. Games are so hard. They are hard because by the time you realise they're there, you're normally dead. Fuck, one of the best things for my friends at game. Well, Dota 2 is like my IRL game, friends game of choice. It's just the thing that we all can agree on playing. Let's have more friends with you if your comms aren't literally unlocked it. Yeah, exactly. We've played 5-mans before. We got like 4 of us killed by one nade. That's what Gigabeef actually means. It's just a stupid name from years ago. It was like I had a nickname which I just took from Time Splitters 2. It was R108, which was my nickname for ages. And it got taken in something, so I had to make a new name. Someone was called Gigabyte in a random RTS that I used to play. And I just combined it with an in-joke at the time, which is like, there was just some stupid beef in-joke going on at school. You know, teenage shenanigans, whatever. And I just combined the two together and I just kept it ever since. That's basically it. Basically it. Yeah, we're having issues getting in. We are. Time to get sponsors? Yeah, you can do sponsors too. I've done some. I'm very picky though. Some people will just plug anything. I just think that's wrong. Like, I did Outplayed. I think it's actually good. You know? Oh yeah, someone asked me about Dota 2 patch. Yeah, Dota 2 is going to be like, it's completely changed. I haven't actually played the new patch. I've seen it be played once. But yeah, it's really crazy now. The map's like way big around the edge. Lion Mane. I've been through the full cycle of like only playing support because I started late, then going to like full Giga Chad like core position 1 when I played properly, and then straight, and then now I play super casually, so I'm like back to basically playing Crystal Maiden only. I just play CM. Time Splitters 2 was amazing. It was good. The Giga Grippers. Is Gigabeef your final form? Well, we're calling the 2 little ones. We're calling them Mini Beef, which is the 2.5-year-old, and Micro Beef, which is the 6-month-year-old. Got a little older, developed a soft spot in my heart. Looks like you're getting sponsored by Weetabix. I'm trying. I love Weetabix. I'd rep them all day long. They're just so hyper-mobile now. Yeah, because there's like portals at either side of the lanes. It's insane. Hey, Fozzie, it's been a bit lackluster. We've only been able to play 1 match in 3.5 hours. PSG have said they're working on it. You know what will happen, right? As soon as I stop streaming, it'll work again. But we've had a really lovely Just Chatting stream. It's genuinely been quite chilled and quite fun. May I ask how much money a person gets for views on YouTube if a video gets 1K? It really depends on the genre. It really depends on the genre of the videos. Gaming is quite low because lots of people do it. There's a lot of demand for... Sorry, there's a lot of supply of videos. So advertisers don't have to pay as much because there's a lot of videos to put it on. So it gets spread out a bit more. So gaming is normally about $3 per 1,000 views. It's normally how people talk about it, right? Per 1K, it's like $3. And that's what you actually make. An advertiser would pay like $6. It's like a 55-45 split, so you get 55 as the creator. So I guess like the advertiser's paying $6 or whatever, and you get... It might be, maybe it's a bit more than that actually. They probably pay more because people have ad block on, so it stops you making as much. They still charge the advertisers, I think. And then people have ad block, I don't know. I'm not sure exactly how it works on that end, but anyway. Broadly speaking, including ad block and all that stuff, you get roughly like $3 for every 1,000. Which is why, if you do the maths right, it's not that much. That's why people do sponsorships and things. Established titles? Yeah, exactly. Everyone got busted for that because it turned out to be a real scam. Yes, Raptor. Any role can be impactful, indeed. I play CM really aggressively, and people get surprised because I'm like you know, core 1 player in mentality, and then I end up playing CM because I just can't be bothered to learn all the intricacies these days because I'm too busy doing other stuff. And then people get like, I don't know. even like some high tier players who I played with, because there's like a real mixture that play in our group. And some people are quite surprised because I like often they, you know, the weakest player normally ends up getting bundled into position 5. So I sit there in position 5 and go with like somebody who's normally good. And a couple of times people have just been like, holy hell, like, dude, you're freaking aggressive. But I tend not to die too much either because I played core so much as position 1. It like really helps because I kind of know, I don't know. That feel in Dota. I'm not an amazing player. I'm really not. I'm probably about well, I probably was about a bit over like 3k, but I'm probably less than that now. So I'm really not very good at Dota. I'm no pro at all. Don't know what exactly keeps me playing Tarkov. Yeah, there's something great. There's so much to learn, right? You never stop learning. That's the thing. The game is broad enough that you never stop learning. Have a good grandchildren, you can name Nana Beef and Pika Beef. Exactly. Was the old man called Terror Beef? He should be, actually. Grandpa Beef. Tune in for the comms. Gameplay is sick, as always, but your tips in general chat is fun. Hey. Did you log off in like 1 hour? Fancy playing something this evening? Well, I'm going to be logging off pretty soon, honestly. Like, we're nearly at the end of the stream time, sadly. I was like, you need to find a new niche. Patreon probably helps a lot. It does if you can get it big, but Patreon's hard to funnel people to, right? It's like not the cost of living crisis is not the time to be asking people to support on Patreon. It really isn't. So most people's Patrons are quite small, especially smaller creators. You know, like small to medium-sized creators like me. Most of our Patreon, unless we're offering something really unique, it's very hard to get people to actually do Patreon, which is completely understandable, right? It's like people already come and support by watching. They, you know, become a member. They subscribe on Twitch. They do whatever, right? So then ask people as well to support on Patreon. Like it's a lot for a lot of people. 1.6 Gav, a lighthouse runner, was losing stashes. Didn't see me. Oh no! Well, good for you, I guess. Selling merch again. It's kind of hard. You can do it, but Momu Colin Furs. I've heard that before. Yeah. Played Siege? No, I never played Siege. Water filters are selling for more than super water. I know. I actually managed to sell one. It's because everyone wants to run their water filter, but they can't because no one's in raid. So no one's picking up water filters. So because nobody can go into raid, so you can still use the hideout. So all the inputs are like pushing up in price like crazy. I'm Redmond. Thank you for the prime, dude. Server's up for you. It was for one raid. Standard by the scale of BSG's ambition. Yeah, they want to do a lot, and they have done a lot. To be honest, yeah, we have problems, but they want to do a lot, right? Any tips for Grenadier? Impact on factory, that's the way. Get an impact, run around with it in your hand. You can run with it in your hand with the pin pulled out. See somebody? Kabam! And just take 1 in per raid until eventually you do it. And if you run out, go and farm some more grenade boxes. Because you can't get the impact anymore, there's no barters or anything, they took it away. Everyone's using this time to sort out their stash? Indeed. Could you use the time to organize your stash? I know, the thing is I don't actually even need to, right? Because I bought that second thick case and now I don't need to organize my stash that much. We could sell a few things, I suppose, but DIY tubers are on Patreon because it takes them a lot of time to make a decent original video, like stuff made here. Yeah, and it's costly, right, to make things. Whereas like the knowledge-based YouTubers, which is basically everybody in gaming, and entertainment YouTubing, which in the gaming space, it doesn't cost you anything to make the videos. So it's hard to justify. I keep running out of slots, which is the issue, because everyone's trying to sell stuff too. Got in a couple before, short window, but now it's not working. Yeah, these things are probably cheap, aren't they? Oh no. Oh, those powder meds are actually quite expensive. I wonder if that's a response to the... This guy's got a lot of meds in here. I don't want to go above that. I wonder if that's a response to the fact that augmenting is now like incredibly pricey. Unless you have 6 scav rep, can find impacts on fence. Yeah, anything interesting on fence? Probably not. I'm sure lots of people looking. Those glasses are good for the ANA barter. Even that's probably quite good for it. If you did want to do a class 4, but one of my favorite class 4 in the game because of this barter, it's so good. The glasses are whatever, right? If you get them from fence, they're 6k. Then these things, you can either get them from fence or you can do the chain of barters from a chainlet. No pun intended. I can be raiding labs with Vogs. Really? Music has been ingrained in my brain, I know. I need to listen to a bit more. It's just like another one of the billion things that I need to do, right? So expand the music selection. Just takes time. Takes time. You know, actually, maybe we'll keep this because I actually, you know, use these on my SVDs. Where are you based? I'm based in the West Midlands now. I used to live out down. I used to live down south way, kind of like Essex way. Is a thick case like putting all the mess in the closet in the box? Sort of. Although I would say that I did actually do quite a good job of organizing it. Like compared to my usual, like this is pretty good, no? Ugh. God damn, this game said I wasn't going to play this way. Well, that's out of the window. 8 a.m. this morning. I went to bed. Hey, Factory's quiet at least for delivery from the past. Good stuff. How does one get the sick case dock thing? It's a weird barter with Jaeger. 12 paracords, 15 duct tapes, 15 blue tapes, 15 nails. Approx 4K. My ass. Well, Jabby, how I do this is what I do full time now. A content creator. I'm not a streamer per se. I'd spend much more time doing YouTube content creation. Right, YouTube is my main focus, but yeah. That's why it's content creation and not streamer. Is usually what I would describe it as. Like run out of these because everyone's putting these up on the Flea or just not buying them. I've like blocked out my 3 slots because everyone's trying to put stuff up. Actually, there's not even any. No one's buying them because no one's going into raid. No one's got anything that they're trying to sell, and I've been destroyed here as well. Yo. Almost certain unless I've not been paying attention. 1 out of 400 filter left over. Don't know. Have you heard of the hyper-realistic shooter Unrecord? I have. It looks amazing. It looks good. From the USA? Nice one. Most people in my stream and on my videos actually are US based. Which is not super surprising that. How long does it take to make? It probably takes me 2 to 5 hours to write the script. Half an hour to record it, and then probably another 2 to 5 hours to actually put the video together. So I would say it probably takes at least 3 hours and at most 10 hours, depending. Like the labs guide for the GPSA and the MCC, that probably took me 10 hours. And that's not including the stuff on... that's not including the time taken to actually get the footage. Shorter ones are like 3 or 4, but... Hope it isn't a scam. It doesn't look like a scam. Really like your voice. Thank you, man.
Gold, please.
Hey, Helms. Thank you, man. Thanks for the 4-month, dude. Appreciate it, buddy. You servers are down. I counted like 15 vids a month. Should be a little bit more than that. It'll normally be at least 16 because I post twice a week. But I post a couple of extra videos here and there. I've actually moved up to 3 now because we're doing like a quicker one. So Mondays are now going to be a faster video that either we record on stream or I can do it in one take to allow me to increase my output without increasing the time spent too much. Is the idea. There should be 16 videos at least per month, minimum. But maybe 17, 18, depending on whether anything happened and I put out a random ad hoc vid. Kind of the idea. What I'm going for. That's God is helpful, I appreciate it. I thought it would be good. I was excited. Have you got your COFDMs? I haven't even been able to get into raid. Find your channel through your ScavTalk podcast. Listen to it working as a dog trainer. I love it when people find the podcast first. I think that's fascinating. Because normally, like originally, people were finding ScavTalk just through me, right? But it's really nice that people can find it the other way around. I think that's super cool. Too bad ChatGPT can't help with Tarkov. It can help in some ways, but I don't think it's like... It's not specific enough for me. You know? New netcode going down? If I could get in, then it would be lovely to get the COFDMs, wouldn't it? Rouge 9? I'm not... yeah, I don't know of any Siege stuff, so... Do shorts make you money? The short answer is no. They can do if you really committed to it and you really get a lot of views. It's very early though in the short cycle, so maybe the revenue will go up. But I mean, right, you know, we were talking earlier about how it's roughly like $2.50 or $3 for 1,000 views, roughly, for long form stuff. I mean, it really depends, but let's just say roughly that. Shorts is like 6 cents per 1,000. So you need, even pessimistically, you need 42 times the views to make the same money on a short than a long form vid. It's quite brutal. It's quite brutal. Yeah, like 1 million views will get you $60 on shorts right now. But that's it's early days. You used to make nothing, so it's better than nothing. Love the pod is just starting Tarkov, and those are the only one who seem to be posting anymore. Yeah, there's not enough that are consistent actually. Shorts just make exposure for the most part. They get you a lot of subscribers. I'm not sure why, but they do. I think I found ScavTalk first and then your YouTube. Ah, that's awesome. I also found ScavTalk first. I work alone on Tuesdays, so ScavTalk and the podcast get me through about half the day. See, I used to listen to the podcast on my commute in during COVID. It used to be the thing that kept me going, and there wasn't enough. There wasn't enough podcast stuff. Long form videos have to be 10 minutes at least. It's now 8. And you still get money, you just can't. So the thing with YouTube and the length thing is that you can't put an ad manually in the middle if it's under 8 minutes. That's the difference. It used to be 10. They shortened it slightly to 8 because people were extending them to 10 purposefully for that purpose, right? And I'm sure that still happens with 8 minutes as well, but generally speaking, you just fit the content to the vid. Like if it's like 7 minutes 45 seconds or whatever, then like it probably is worth, even just make the outros 15 seconds, like it doesn't matter. But you know, if it's a 6-minute video and you've got nothing else, just post it. Just post it. You're gonna like shoot yourself in the foot adding 2 more minutes of just useless guff. You know? How are you getting into raids? I didn't, I only got into 1. Find your channel first. Thanks, Centurion. Good way to get exposure. Yeah. Same overnight shifts, a lot of podcasts. 3 hours now, exactly. They set a specific minute mark, people always try to hit it. Indeed, of course they will. I don't, you know, you can't blame anybody for doing that. Especially when the rates are so small in the first place, you know? One NA got into 1 raid in the past 2 hours. Yeah, we got 1 raid on EU in the past 2 hours. Equivalent to a snow day at work. Basically, it's like, honestly, I'm actually having a good time though. Hopefully everyone else is enjoying it, but we're just chilling, chatting about life, chatting about Tarkov. It's really quite chilled. Did I really want to be going and looking for COFDMs? In some ways, it's a small relief. I'm not very good at looking for loot items, and it's very chilled. You know? It's kind of neat that we've just had the opportunity to just sit around and chat for 3 hours. It's fun. Genuinely fun. Think Tarkov will grow? I think it will when 1.0 comes out, but then that will be a big question mark, right? As to what we do, as to what happens next. I also think that the cheating scandal might, in a really odd way, end up boosting the player population for the next wipe, because people have short memories. If you're not really into Tarkov, you'll probably have seen the scandal, remember the game, but then not really remember like what it was, or think, oh, I heard about that Tarkov game, or I wonder what happened. And it's almost like the sort of any publicity is good publicity kind of thing. I do actually think I mean, lots of people heard about it outside of our space who like literally have no idea about Tarkov or any understanding about it and stuff. So some of those people may well come and check it out because it's like good marketing in the worst possible fashion. But you know, yeah, it might drive some people away too. But all those people never heard of it at all. So some of them, there's a portion that will remember the thing and think, oh yeah, I heard about that game, and come and check it out. But yeah, after 1.0, I'm really not sure. Want to try out the RFB this one? Yeah, I think it's interesting. I don't know. It's just a bit late, I think. There's the problem. Any audiobooks off YouTube? I haven't, no. New chat meta, exactly. Yeah, it's the new chat meta. Bonus ScavTalk while I work? Yeah, but just like me on my own. Building a bunch of guns. I can't even sell anything because no one wants to buy anything because no one's in raid. I've still got all these shotties. These are for like throwaway kits on factory, but I haven't got around to it. We've still got like loads of RDs as well that I haven't gone back to. I've got like RDs in here. I think I've got like 4 RDs that are like stripped down in here. As much as we love the current game, we'll tolerate anything almost. Yeah. It's true. What, into a video just now? What's the clip of unrecord? Instant motion sickness? We'll see. Might be better when you're playing. What are your thoughts on choosing camouflage clothing from Ragman? Well, it's interesting. I mean, I normally just pick the normal stuff. Like people see movement more than anything else. As long as you're not glaringly obvious, then any kind of beigey, grey, greeny kit will do just fine, honestly. Servers up. Well, let's see if we can even get in. Do you have a settings video? I actually don't. Lots of people have asked me about it. What's the cheating scandal? Have you not? Dude, Paul, like, you should see the video from Goat. G0AT. He posted a video about hackers in Tarkov. He used ESP to look through walls and basically cheaters wiggle back. That's the one I mean. Yeah, lots of people ask me about settings videos. What's your favorite DMR? I'm sitting on 2 RSAS. I really like the RSAS. I do genuinely really like the RSAS. Yes, everything is so expensive because all the inputs are really expensive because no one's able to get into raid to balance the market out. Some people are in raids. We did get into one. Too bad the game's a bit too niche. It would be nice if it picked up. Your channel would blow up. Maybe. I don't know. I don't need to blow up. I just want to be comfortable, you know. I just want to be happy. I'm obviously, you know, trying my best to do everything I can, but I'm not, you know, I'm not desperate to become like a 1 million sub YouTuber or anything. I just want to do what I want to do. You know what I mean? And have a chill time. 5 grenade launcher to try still. Have you given it a go? Not this wipe. I have done them in the past, but I haven't tried them this wipe. Hey, Jurison. The video, exactly. Love listening to podcasts on Tarkov. Mostly listen to you guys, and the podcast was like Tardux. Most like listening to podcasts about the game. Yeah, Tardux is cool, but it's very person specific. So if you're interested in hearing about the people, Tardux is really good for that. There's definitely, I've listened to a bunch of those ones about guys that I'm interested in particular. Tardux is cool for that. Just realised the stream on YouTube too. Yeah. Servers online. Well, it's a bit late, unfortunately. It's a bit late. It's a bit late. Oh, this one's another classic Giga YouTube song. I use this as an intro most of the time. Everyone's getting YouTube VOD vibes. Thought of doing challenges? Maybe. Not sure if it's that interesting, is the problem. And it takes a long time to get all the footage together. It's sort of the problem. Think loads of people in raid, don't know if they're offline or not. Yeah, it's hard to know. Don't just get high views in other genres. Yeah, they also take a really long time to edit, so you can do that, but it's hard. Thor, I'm actually on both. I only came over here because my internet got upgraded, so it actually gave me the ability to do both. You may notice the chats. The chats are from both. Which is quite cool. I needed the new internet to make it work. I couldn't do it before. Hi, Oxy. Yeah. What plugin do you use? It's called Social Stream Ninja. Yeah. Yeah, I just don't really care about affiliates. One of the reasons I don't really want to be a partner. Okay, well, I don't think we're getting into any more raids today. I think that's it. You said before you get gigabit upload. Who are you with? I'm with a local provider in the area, so it's nobody obvious. I was just very fortunate. Anyway, guys. Running out of things to help keep you talking. What speed you getting? Well, let's see. Like right now. Will that take the server down? I don't think so. Didn't do it. Right now, yes, it's 900 down. I get like 900 up down. Basically. Yeah, leave rate isn't taking lows. How do you find it interesting to wipe with the initial hype? Tend to burn out. It's just like Tarkov just goes like this, right? Very, very cyclical. Just the way the game is. Just how it goes. Just how it goes. Right. Well, you know what? That's it, basically, because we've run out of time. That's the end of my stream slot. So it's been an absolute pleasure speaking to all of you. I feel much more chilled after finishing this stream than I usually do, because normally we've been like, rage, and it's normally quite intense. But today it's been really, really fun just chatting and stuff. I've actually enjoyed it a lot more than I would have thought if you told me that I was going to get online and then the servers weren't going to work literally at the point of me loading up. So it was actually pretty fun, honestly. And just being able to spend all the time just answering all the questions and stuff. It's been cool. Ever played Slay the Spire? I have. It's a good game. I like Slay the Spire. It's fun. Just chatting era? Yeah, I quite like roguelites like that in general. Hades, Slay the Spire, Faster Than Light. Or like those kind of games I actually really vibe with quite strongly. And then there's like base builder survival-y things like Minecraft, Factorio, Subnautica. Like they're all very different games, but they're sort of base builder survival-y at the core, right? I like all those kind of games. Those are kind of the two other big genres that I play like by myself offline. Like normally they're half of them are single player even, that you play by yourself. So roguelites and sort of base builder survival kind of games are sort of my vibe. Anyway, yeah, servers just came back, but never mind. It's all good. You can go and watch Friendly Guy instead. Friendly Guy's now on his, angry arc. He had to change up his stuff because of, I guess because of all the changes to like Finding Raid and all that kind of thing. But anyway, he's a good guy. Love Friendly Guy. So go and check him out. He's hopefully going to be able to get into some raids. And I'll be back on Thursday. The video tomorrow should be kind of interesting. I hope people find it interesting. It's basically the new lowest recall M4 build. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be cool. But anyway, I hope you have a lovely rest of your Tuesday, everybody. And I will see all of you very soon. Bye for now.